Hi, friends. Firm of Harris and Meringue with you today on a Monday. Patrick Harris, yours truly, right next to me. That's Danny Meringue. Casey Smith over there on the ones and twos. Kind of nice. I didn't have to do any of the shuffle in.
You like that?
Just kind of stayed right
Stayed
here.
exactly where you were.
Yeah. Came in early and set up everything, although I broke the TV.
I mean, at least you have a remote.
Here's yours. Yeah, I broke it. I can't get it to work.
Nice.
But welcome in. I hope you all had a great weekend. Happy to be here with you. Thank you for being a part of our day, as we are stoked to be a part of yours.
I got no Olympics.
I know. Am I going to watch spring training baseball? Is that where I am now?
Yeah, I mean, you say that like you're not going to.
I mean, I will. Spring training baseball is not fun. I mean, I don't want to watch preseason basketball. I definitely don't want to watch preseason NFL.
I mean, I watch preseason basketball.
Well, but you do basketball.
Yeah.
I watch preseason Timbers on a YouTube feed in front of nobody. It was like in Coachella, California, Coachella Valley. They played 3 games and the field looked like it was Delta Park.
Yeah.
You know. I'm like, these guys are professionals.
What's happening here?
What is going on?
Yeah,
I couldn't handle that.
Didn't make a whole ton of sense.
It's hard to watch sports that don't have fans around. We learned this during COVID. Watching sports with no fan interaction is really wild because it's just quiet. It feels like a scrimmage, like a practice.
Oh yeah, no, I had the cardboard cutout in Moda. They had like the
oh yeah, they did the fake cardboard stuff.
Yeah, they did that, and they had like the media members when we were at NBC. They had all of us. We had little cutouts in the arena. Super weird. Every time they put it up on the screen.
Yeah.
Every time they put it up on the screen, it was like what? And then they had the Zoom call fans.
Oh. I saw that. I think I saw a WrestleMania that had Zoom call fans in the stands. That was weird.
Yep.
I think the Koreans and the Japanese AI'd people into the stands.
Oh.
So they're like really standard, like, yeah, team, yeah.
Oof.
I know, it looks...
Again,
maybe they were robots. I don't know. The Japanese are good at that stuff.
Chinese really love
Yeah.
those. They love those. There's one thing about COVID that I miss. It's the traffic.
You say that. I know.
Every time. I had to drive to the studio last night, Sunday at 5 o'clock. And, buddy, let me tell you, Sunday 5 o'clock drive, not bad.
Not bad?
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad, yeah. It was even better. I went and made almost the same drive. I went out to a church out here in Portland Sunday morning. We're driving at, 7:30 in the morning on a Sunday morning. Let me tell you, that was the closest thing I've seen to COVID traffic with the sun up in multiple years. And I was like, oh, this is the good stuff.
Yeah, I know. I mentioned it that I still never see cops anywhere on the highway, but people tell me they see them all the time.
If you're I-5, the second you get past the Haines Street exit, from there until you get basically into the city, you're good. You're good.
I'm never south. Never south.
Where they set up, though, is they set up at the bottom of the hill when you're coming into the Haines Street 217 exit. You hit that, it's like 7 cops are sitting there. You're like, come on, man.
I think where I-5 and 405 meet, I do not believe I ever travel south of there unless I'm going somewhere. Like, and by going, I mean Corvallis, Eugene, California.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time down there.
Outside of the time that I drop my my middle girl off at the zoo with her friends, I don't go through the Vista Ridge Tunnel. I'm never west of the tunnel. Ever.
That's like me. Like when I grew up in Beaverton, like I never went east of the tunnel. Like going through the tunnel was like going to Narnia. It was Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, man. You were just like you were in a foreign land. Like going to what's the mall in the not Lloyd Center, but the other
Mall 205?
No.
Washington Square?
No, that's backyard, man. No, the one right down here, like in the University District, they have like the indoor
Pioneer?
Yeah, thank you. Pioneer Courthouse Square. Got it for the life of me. I could not think of it. Like going to Pioneer Courthouse Square felt like I was in Seattle. Like when I was in high school. Like,
ooh, the big city, the big lights.
No, seriously.
It does kind of feel like that when you're in the suburbs a little bit.
When you're young, too, especially like a 25-minute drive, man, you're like, damn, this is a long way. This is going out here. Like, but for whatever reason, always going through the tunnel was like, oh, man, I'm in it now.
I can get around this town really easily without directions. Like I know how to get everywhere. if I go through the Vista Ridge Tunnel, I have to have directions on. I have no idea where anything is.
That's how I get when I get on the east side of the river.
I have no idea what's going on anywhere.
I'm just like, where? Like this side. Then now I know it really well.
Mm-hmm.
But I get over the east side, man. Waze is the champion.
From here, from the shadows of the Fremont Bridge to 205 and north to like Ridgefield.
You're good.
I know everything.
Golden.
I'm
Yeah.
golden.
Yeah, see the whole west side, I can tell you all the back roads, all the little ways around, the little jaunts between basically like I won't say Hillsboro, because once you get into Hillsboro, there's like so many different back roads, but like pretty much just short of Hillsboro, like that area, all the way down into Wilsonville, Newburgh, Sherwood, West Lynn, Tualatin, Tigard. Like I'm great. But as soon as I cross the river, that's when it gets a little like you get into like Oregon City over there. You get into Southeast.
I know that area.
Yeah,
Right,
you get into that. I'm like, I don't know where I am. I don't like this.
When I worked, I used to work at the Breakside right down the road from here, the Slabtown Breakside. And during COVID, I worked there. And there were times, so it's like I had to work at, say, 2 o'clock, but there wasn't anything you could do. So I would leave my house at like noon, and I would just drive up in the West Hills.
There you go.
Germantown, Skyline, all
Oh,
that
yeah,
stuff.
the back
I
roads.
would just drive up there
Beautiful drive.
and like not have the GPS on and get lost and then figure it out and land somewhere. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that, especially in the summer.
Yeah, especially it's a great drive. I have a squirrel moment for you here though, because this just popped in my head. I ordered my girlfriend to go like delivery food this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
If you ordered $40 worth of Thai food and it was an hour and a half late,
Whoa.
and they didn't finish or didn't follow the instructions to how it was delivered so that nobody was notified that it was delivered, what do you think the acceptable recourse would be for said food delivery service?
Well, I would reach out to Food Said Delivery Service and say, hey, man, what's up? And I would probably continue to ask questions until I've decided that I would like my money back.
So that's basically what ended up happening.
Yeah.
Their first
Now, now the difference between you and me, though, is I am probably a lot more calm.
Oh, no.
I have the bat at the door. You have
yeah,
the shotgun.
This is true. Look, the people that worked and manned those lines are not, Mr. Delivery Service. So I try to treat them with dignity and respect. But the first response when I said, my food is an hour and a half late, the instructions weren't followed, and it's now cold, was, we'll give you a $5 credit.
$5?
And I was just like, I'm sorry, what?
Come again?
That's not going to fly.
$5.
And yeah,
What does $5 get you on delivery service? That's like the fee.
it's
the
I was saying
fees.
like it covers the. I'm like, so I have food that's she's not going to eat because it's been sitting out in the cold for 25 minutes after being an hour and a half late. So it's 2 hours.
2 hours late
from the time that I have ordered said food, and it said the delivery time was like 31 minutes. So we're beyond the pale, right?
Beyond.
It does depend what the meal is too, because
It-
Thai food does last.
It does reheat.
I know, but it's like the idea of like, do you?
But I also didn't order food to reheat food.
Yeah.
But that's also
I'm with
why
you there.
that's also why I don't do food delivery.
Yeah. It was Tom Kha soup and some mango sticky rice. Delicious. But then they said, I was like, that's not going to fly. And they're like, well, we'll give you a $10 credit. That's the most that we can give you. And I'm like, I'm doing the math here, and I spent $41 on the food and the delivery and the tip for food that's not going to be eaten by her. That's not cutting it. And then they just ghosted me for like 10 minutes. And I'm
waiting
like,
you out, dude.
and
They're
I'm like,
waiting you out.
so I'm sitting in the chat though. I'm just like, this isn't. Then I did the whole like, the 3 question mark reply. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, where you
Hello.
at? And they finally come back. How can we help you? And I'm like, oh.
He's a
I'm like,
hoe.
yeah. I'm like, I'm still here, guys. And they're like, can you tell us again what happened? And I just cut and paste
Yeah,
from what I said
yeah.
before. And I wanted to do like the hands out, like, here you go. Here you go.
I had this happen the other day. I have a subscription service, and I saw people were getting 3 years for $99, and I was paying $12 a month.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, hey, I know some friends that have this subscription service. I would like that. I am a loyal customer. And they were like, sorry, we can't do that. I can drop you down to $4.99 a month.
Oh.
And I was like, no, I think I want the 3-year $99 deal like I know other people have. Otherwise, I'm going to have to cancel my subscription.
What they do?
And what they did is the chat got cut off. They canceled my subscription. And I got back on the chat and said, hey, I just got cut off. I said I was thinking about canceling my subscription, and you just did it without my approval. You can go check the logs, and you did it without my approval. I would like to have that restored and understand what's going on here. ...
I love when you see the ...
Typing. Jonathan is typing. You have been set up with 3 years for $99. Thank you for your time. And I was like, yep, you cut me off and you canceled my subscription. You're busted. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Anytime they say this is the best I can do, wrong.
I guarantee you one guy just in a room full of people all on computers just stood up and goes, really, dude? You putting this on me again?
Yep.
Yeah. No, it was the same kind of thing. So they came back with a $10. $10. Best I can do. Best I can do. And I was like, that's not it. That's not going to fly. I need you to go figure something else out. And she disappears for like 5 minutes, and she finally comes back with, we can give you the $10 credit, and we can refund your order.
Thank you.
Because you're a premium subscription member. I'm like, I have it because I'm an Amazon customer. I'm not better than anybody else.
Plus, you could see that I'm a premium subscriber from the jump.
So why didn't you just do it?
Because they don't want to. They're trying to wait you out.
And I was like, you monsters.
Let me tell you something that I
It's
learned.
not your money.
Let me tell you something I learned in the food service industry, especially working in beer, is if you go up to a table and like food's messed up or food's late or something's real bad with food, never offer to comp the food. Always offer to comp drinks.
Oh, there you go.
Because the overhead is substantially different.
Yeah.
So I walk up to a table. Let's see, you two, you and Casey, Danny, you and Casey are out to eat. And I accidentally put cheese on Casey's burger, and he's lactose intolerant. I'm so sorry, guys. Your next round of beers is on me, and we'll get that fixed for you. And they're usually like, yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate that. We're like, phew. Those beers cost me 3 cents. A burger comping would cost me a lot more money.
Yes.
And making you another one.
And making another one.
Yeah. So if you really want to cause a fit at a restaurant, say you want your food comped, because that's going to piss people off real quickly.
Nice.
Yeah. I always take the free drinks.
Look.
I guess you're host.
Yeah.
Water's free already.
You see? Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. It's like it's one of those. But like the service industry, like I always feel bad for people. It's not, unless it's actually your fault.
Right.
Then I'm like, look, it actually was your fault. I need you to make it right.
Oh, I always own it. I'm like, yo, guys, hey, I screwed up. People like that, dude. People don't admit they're wrong very often.
Oh, dude.
So if you admit you're wrong, people will let that slide.
Like we've talked about this with the shopping carts in the grocery store. The people that walk down the middle of the aisle, and I'm just sitting there just like, what are you doing? And I'm irritated, and then they make eye contact, and they go, oh, I'm sorry. And guess what happens? Completely disarmed. Oh, dude, no worries. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Like, just own it. Just own it.
Oakley Dokley, we got a great show for you all today. A lot to get to. USA! USA!
Love it.
USA wins gold. We'll get to that in hour number deuce. Little news and nuggies in the big nooner as well. But let's start here. The Blazers over the weekend. Boy, this is a Jekyll and Hyde situation over the weekend, if I ever saw one. Plus, what do we do with Denny Avdia? We'll go there next. 105.1 The Fan.
Good
10:18 here, Portland Sports Leader. Don't you forget it, baby. We're alive, as we always are. From the shadows of the historic Fremont Bridge, there's the text line, 503-864-6326. She'll let you interact with us throughout the entire day. Shout out to the cats over on YouTube, youtube.com/1051 The Fan is the channel. Like, subscribe, and all that fun jazz. Coming up this hour, we'll get to, I got some fun stats, Danny, about James Harden since he has been on Cleveland that we can get to and maybe see if he's the piece that they're really missing to push them over the edge. But we'll spend a little bit here on the Blazers, as they had kind of, as I said, a Jekyll Hyde situation over the weekend. Where do you want to start, Danny? Friday?
Yeah, start with the S show.
Defense optional. 157-103. The Nuggets beat the Trailblazers, and I don't know if I've ever seen a 54-point win that was not accurate of the score. I thought it could have been bigger.
That was the thing. Like, Blazers were okay defensively, and then it got out of control. So when you're playing Nikola Jokic, you have to make a decision. And this is not excusing the Blazers. This is you basically you toss a coin.
Well, there's a lot of superstars like that, no matter, I mean, in different ways.
Well, yeah, but Jokic is a unique case because he can be such a prolific scorer and such an unbelievable playmaker. So you flip the coin and ask yourself, what do we want to make him do? Do we want to make him be the shooter, or do we want to play tight on him and make him be a facilitator and get the other guys involved?
Yeah.
My general idea on Jokic is I want to make him be a scorer because I don't think that's what he wants to do. I think he wants to whip the ball around and look like the playmaking, passing savant that just absolutely breaks your soul and gets everybody involved. I want to make him the more heliocentric guy where he dominates the ball and has to score. But when the first 3 threes he takes don't touch the net, it's time to get the hell out there and guard him.
And do something. I think that's just what it was. It was from the jump, this team could not get anything done, and Jokic had his way. I mean, he only had 32 points, and he could have had more. You add on top of that Jamal Murray doing whatever he wants.
Dude, Murray got hit when he's one of those guys that when he gets hot in the league, he gets nuclear hot. He hit a running, fading, leaning 3 with Scoot Henderson's hand in his face that just ripped the net, and I just went, "Oh, this thing's over."
Yeah, and then you're sitting there, Denny in this game, I know we'll get to his injury here in a moment. Denny in this game, 6 more turnovers, some of them loud. I thought Scoot played a pretty solid game, maybe not efficient shooting-wise, but you're really starting to see his legs get under him. When people aren't scoring, I mean, Jeremy only went 3 of 6 with nothing from downtown. What's that about?
I think that game was just kind of over pretty quickly.
Kind of know it.
Yeah.
Let's pack up our stuff and get out of here.
And Haberstroh had a stat after last night's game. Was the largest difference in points allowed in Blazers history in back-to-back games. So from, was it 154 to 77, I think is what, or 70. Anyways, the total ended up being 80.
157.
Well, there you go. So 157 to 77. So it ended up being 80.
Ugh.
The difference. 80 points was the difference in points allowed between 2 games.
Now, some nice positives that came out of this game. We see Matisse Thybulle make his season debut. Chris Murray is back. I thought there was some really fun energy from Matisse Thybulle in that game. And like you said, somebody that can come in and take some of that pressure off of Toumani. He had 3 steals in the game. Nice to see him back.
Yeah, it is. And, I asked Tiago before that game, how are things going to line up and look for you now that you have Chris back, now that you have Tease back? And
they got me all wet.
He said a version of, I asked him, are you going to try to lean more into kind of what the identity that you had to start the season? And he said, what we're going to try to do is we've got, 25, I think he said 25 or 26 games remaining. I can't remember what number he said. But over the next 10 games, I'm going to have to try to find where these guys fit and how they fit and like what lineups to utilize them in. So you're going to see him tinker. Like maybe he leans on Tease a little bit more in one game. Maybe he leans on Chris a little bit more, just trying to get a feeling like last night's games, obviously with Denny out, that probably changes things. With Shaden out, that obviously changes things. But Scoot played 30 minutes last night. And so kind of like who do you see Scoot playing with? And without Denny or Shea, that makes things a little bit more awkward because you're losing your 2, most effective scorers right now.
And I've been talking to you about this for a while now, and I know it's maybe not exciting to you or to those that want to see this team, win night in, night out. But I want to see that. I want to see that experiment of guys with other guys and what those different lineups look like. And I hate that injury is the reason, especially when it comes to Denny and Shaden. But I am kind of getting what I want. I do want to see more rotations. I do want to see, guys on ball, off ball. I want to see Scoot as an on ball scorer at times, just to see. And I know that's a little mystery box for you, and I get that. But that's part of.
They really don't have a choice now.
Yeah, kind of don't have a choice, but that's also part of trying to find out, what we have in those young guys, whether it's Scoot, Shaden, or Donovan. I want to see all those different aspects of their game. That being said, let's switch to game 2. Portland Trailblazers beat the Suns 92-77. Hello, my friend Donovan Clingan.
Yeah.
You are a monster.
Look, he was nasty. I loved him giving Ryan Dunn a little bit of a shoulder, getting a little kerfuffle.
I saw
he was
it came across my timeline of him just shoving him out of the way.
And then he goes to the bench when they're reviewing it, and the camera cuts to him, and he has this big smirk on his face, like, And every time he hit a shot, every time he hit a dunk, every time he did anything big, he had a rebound where Mark Williams was holding his left arm basically behind his back, and he tips it to himself, grabs it, and just lays it up all in one motion. I went, that's it. That's it right there. Tiago, there's a timeout. Tiago comes out and kind of thumps him in the chest like, that's it. That's what we want to see from you, big fella. When Tiago got hired as an assistant, one of the first things I thought was, oh, Tiago Splitter, please teach Donovan Clingan the dark arts of the big man. Please.
Please.
Please. Like, you were like, sure, it's great to have Akeem Olajuwon teach you footwork, but you got to have the necessary skills to kind of go with that.
Sure, it's great to be alongside Tim Duncan for some runs there in San Antonio, but you still got to play.
But what you can learn is the finer points of how to be an NBA big man.
The finesse.
Not just even that. It's like how to hook a guy. How to hit a guy in the kidney with a little punch, a little rabbit punch. How to grab the shorts and kind of bind a guy up a little bit. How to lean on a guy. Like the dirty stuff.
Yeah.
Like, as a big man in the NBA, you have to be able to do those things.
You have to push the envelope and get as close to that whistle as you possibly can without getting it called.
And I'm not asking for a guy to get hurt.
And we're not saying he's playing dirty either.
No, it's just right on the edge.
I think Tiago's done a great job at kind of evolving his positioning. Like, again, you said it. He's getting to the right spots, and what he's doing in the right spots is he's getting free. He's just playing ball as soon as he's getting to his spot.
Yeah, and I don't need the 3 of 6 from downtown. I don't need that from Donovan. It's a nice bonus, but I don't need that. But I love the 13 boards. Love 4 blocks. Always going to love the 4 blocks.
Turnover's a little heavy.
A little bit, but that can be a little bit part of big man. Big men are not everyone handles the ball the way Wemby and Jokic handle the ball at their size. If I have to nitpick, it's just more offensive class. That's it, really.
Well, I mean, as a team, they were really good. I thought he did a great job as far as like sealing guys out and other guys coming in and grabbing boards. But I mean, he's one of the 3 best offensive rebounders in the league, and he's going to continue to do that each and every night. There was a play last night, though, where he tried to dunk kind of on Mark Williams and kind of went Statue of Liberty on it and lost it going up, and it went off the glass, and he caught it. And as soon as he caught it, he immediately went up and Shaq dunked. Just monkey dunking, hanging from the rim, just swinging. And I was like, yes.
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 Give me a little pizzazz, a little
like,
vibe.
Not just that, it was the physicality. And like, it wasn't a catch, gather, it's like, no, catch, put dude in rim.
Be confident.
And like, be a 7'3", 290-pound dude who does 7'3", 290-pound dude things.
As you mentioned, Scoot Henderson, 30 minutes in that game. Again, not really efficient scoring. What's a world look like if we're living in a world, and we'll get to Denny here in a moment, if we're living in a world with no Shaden, no Denny, what does the Scoot, Drew on the floor at the same time experiment do?
I mean, Scoot's line is kind of what Drew Holiday's line for. Like if you're telling like the best version of Scoot is kind of like what Drew was doing this year, like 18, 8, and 6. Like that's when they drafted him, I was like, I could see him being 18, 8, and 6, like 18 boards, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, but just impacting the game in so many different areas. And if Drew
that athleticism,
like if Drew Holiday is the player you end up being, guess what, folks? That's really good.
That's really good.
Like that, I think people hesitate, like because he's taken number 3. I'm like, if you're telling me that a player drafted 3rd overall turns into 18, 8, and 6 over the course of a decade, I'm saying send the pick in, because the outcome of that, like, that's not the most likely outcome.
No,
So to be able to get that, and that's not to sit here and say the Blazers did the right thing and they got the right guy and Amen Thompson's not as good. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when you're talking about drafting a guy, if they project to be a player like that, you take that in a heartbeat because the baseline level of production is a lot lower than I think people expect it to be in any draft. But if you're telling me 18-8-6, you're talking about a guy who can make All-Star games.
Also, if you want to use the draft as comparison, I'm looking at the 2009 NBA draft right now. Drew Holiday went 17th overall. One and done at UCLA by the Sixers. These are the point guards selected in front of him. Brandon Jennings, Steph Curry, Johnny Flynn, Ricky Rubio, and you could argue, although technically a shooting guard, there's James Harden as well. Your other guards taken, Tyreek Evans, DeMar DeRozan, Terrence Williams, Gerald Henderson. So if you're going to use that, I don't think that's a fair thing to use because Scoot went 3 overall because I'm looking at a lot of guys that went ahead of Drew Holiday that are pretty good. Maybe not Hall of Fame like Drew, but pretty good. Jennings had a moment in the sun. Steph is an all-timer, maybe on Rushmore. Johnny Flynn was a bad pick. Rubio had some nice time.
Totally fine.
James Harden, all-world player.
I mean, if you're redrafting this draft, it's going to be Steph, Harden, Blake Griffin, and then Drew.
Probably Drew, yeah.
So, again, if you're telling me that you get that like taking 18-8-6, getting that at pick 3, pick 4, that's with 3 Hall of Famers in front of him. And if you want to say Drew's actually, you know what? Drew would go 3rd. He would go over Blake.
I think he would.
He would go over Blake.
Patty Mills in this draft.
Yeah, Patty was great. But you know what I mean? Like I think like so it's going to be interesting to see.
That's why I don't like that. If anybody's like, "Well, you took him 3rd." Okay. But if I remember correctly in that draft, it was who went 1 in that draft? That's Wemby.
In his draft, yes. Wemby the Miller.
Wemby won. Everybody knew that Charlotte was either going to go Miller or Scoot, and the Blazers were going to take whoever else.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like this draft coming up. We knew who the top 3 are. Those 3 may not be what this 3 is, but everybody knew those were the top 3.
Yes.
And so saying, well, you took up 3s, so you need more, I don't want to listen to that.
But I'm really interested to see. Now, he's going to have a pretty serious runway, and he's going to have to take on a pretty serious burden. The thing is...
then we're going to find out.
Yeah, and this, I'm not going to beat him over the head with it because he's still kind of working his way into things. The turnover's got to come down.
We let him go early because you're getting back into basketball shape. I agree.
And I said this on Rip City Wrap-Up last night. Like, it's unfortunate. It's not his fault that he got hurt. But this is the deal. You've got 24 games remaining. That's unfortunate. This is professional basketball. It's your lot in life. You don't go get to have the full 82-game schedule. So you have got to ramp up. You've got to start tightening some things down. And what I don't want to see is him tighten up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Still play, but you've got to find a way to cut those turnovers down. And let's see if he can navigate that without changing who he is. Does that make sense? That's the thing that I think I'm most watching. And then, how does Donovan continue to progress and kind of, because he had that funk over a couple of weeks where it was a struggle for him. I hope this is kind of a game where he goes, you know what, Mark Williams kind of gave me that work last time, and this time I was able to get my lick back. I want to see how he is able to push that forward.
You said 24 games left. Down the stretch here in the second half, well, post All-Star break, I should say.
Final third.
What do we expect from Scoot and Donovan? When can we expect Shaedon back, if at all? But the real question, what to do with Deni Avdija? He only played 59 seconds last night before that back tightened up and he adiosed. We'll go there next, but first there's Casey with sports.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, your Portland Trailblazers picked up a win last night in Phoenix, defeating the Suns 92-77. Donovan Clingan with a dominant performance. He posted 23 points on 13 rebounds to go along with 4 blocks in the contest. Blazers are off tonight, but are back in action Tuesday night hosting the Timberwolves inside the Moda. If you missed it over the weekend, the U.S. men's Olympic hockey team defeated Canada 2-1 to give the U.S. its first gold medal in men's hockey since 1980. Jack Hughes scored the game-winning goal on an assist from Zach Werenski to bring home the gold for the United States. Your Portland Timbers picked up a 3-2 win in their season opener against Columbus on Saturday. Early goals from Felipe Mora and Antony, but it was a goal from Ari Lassiter in the 88th minute which sealed the win for the Timbers. Portland will take on the Colorado Rapids Saturday at 1:30. The Dallas Cowboys signed running back Javonte Williams to a 3-year deal over the weekend. Adam Schefter reported that the deal is worth $24 million, including a $6 million signing bonus, tying down a key piece of the Dallas offense. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Your home for the Oregon Ducks, the Fan Sports. Getting higgy with it.
Coming up next, I've got a question about James Harden and his new home in Cleveland. Read some stats for you. We'll have the conversation. Could this be what they were looking for? By the way, side note on that, did you see Joe Mazzulla yesterday talking about how I'm totally tangenting right now.
No. I was shaking my head because yes.
How do you defend Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves? He said you don't. You go after them. I was like, dude, that's savage.
He's a psycho.
You just said, like, I'm not worried about them scoring. If I put the pressure on them defensively, they'll crumble. Savage.
Yeah. No, it was very much a Ivan Drago, I will break you.
Yeah, if he dies, he dies.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, that tracks.
I can't believe I watched a quarter of that game last night.
What I love about Mazzulla,
so mad at myself for it,
is when he says something psychotic like that on like Ash Wednesday. So he's up there with the ash on his forehead, and he's like, "No, sometimes you just have to hunt your prey and kill them mercilessly." And you're just like, Joe, you were in church this morning, broski.
He's like, be with you.
He's sitting there. You know what it is? He's sitting there going, "It was Old Testament today.
Yeah,
a lot of biblical warfare in there."
That's how you get away with it.
Yeah, it's like,
Not the Old Testament.
Old Testament, man. Philistines.
Let's see. The Blazers, weird weekend as they fall to the Nuggets big time on Friday, but get a nice little W against Phoenix,
No,
who's
I'll stop you at nice. They got a W.
Phoenix becoming shorthanded now with the Dylan Brooks situation. That team is now officially unwatchable.
Oh yeah, no Booker, no Brooks.
Good God, no way.
I do want to give Brooks credit because he's been really good this year.
I know. He's been good his entire career.
Well, no, offensively he's been a tire fire.
Well, yeah, but he has been a high-level NBA player his entire career.
High-level defender.
Yes.
Which
gets you in.
Yeah, no, for sure. His offense it's been very much like Philip Seymour Hoffman out there. Just make it rain.
Yeah.
Rain man. It's just like brick.
And I like Gillespie, as do you.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the entire offensive
that ain't
burden,
enough for me, man.
No. Also, we didn't talk about it. Tumani was really good last night.
Yes.
Two made every ball handler's life just an absolute disaster for Phoenix last night. And what was really cool is having Tease and Chris back with Drew, with Tumani.
That's a pretty solid defensive situation.
They had a lineup out there. It was Drew to Chris, City, Rob.
Dude, you ain't gonna score a lot of games.
But
score
neither
a lot
are
of
they.
Points. That's fair.
And like that was the thing. I was like,
I mean, final score is 92-77. To your point,
they zoned it
was
up.
a W.
They zoned it up, and Gillespie like tries to put two in an action. It's like, okay, cool. Here's Drew Holiday. It's like, oh, then they slide over and they get a rotation. It's like, oh, here's C.D. Sissoko. Oh, here's Chris Murray. Oh, you're gonna go to the rim. Here's Rob Williams. It was like, this is fun. Like, and these guys haven't really played together that much, so I'm very interested to see how a lineup like that can just kind of develop a little bit.
I can't believe I didn't see this looking at the box score. Phoenix only had 2 players in double digits.
Oh, it was physically painful.
Ryan Dunn played 31 minutes with 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Royce O'Neal 25 with 0.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
it was nasty.
that is
basketball.
unwatchable basketball.
I mean, they were 9 of 35 from 3. They only got 6 free throws because they had nobody who could put the ball down and attack the rim. And when Denny went out, the Blazers kind of had the same problem. It was like, somebody's got to get to the rim, guys.
Yeah, and we'll get to that. I mean, that enter Donovan clinging to the conversation and enter why you have Jeremy Grant on the team. Jeremy doesn't have a good Friday night. Like you said, kind of test that to this game's over. I'm kind of out of here. But he had 23 last night, 9 of 13, 3 of 6 from downtown. That's who you're going to need to step up because Shaden's out now. We have no idea the timetable on that because that could be 2 weeks. That could be 2 months, with that calf. Who knows? But the big problem now is Denny Avdia. That back tightened up on him. Like I said, 59 seconds into the game. And you saw him, Danny, walk to the locker room. That was not an okay-looking walk in my book.
No, so here's the thing. You're basically the Blazers have made the decision. They've said it publicly. We're going to manage this game to game because with his back, it's a back strain. It's not like a herniated disc or a spinal.
It's a muscle.
Yeah. So your choices are basically this: shut him down for what amounts to the rest of the season and keep him going until the offseason, or you manage it game to game. Those are your choices. The whole just rest him for a week. That doesn't do anything because we've done that.
Yeah.
It's either going to be a long-term rest or you manage it game to game. And you need to pick, if you're sitting here as a fan, you want to pick which side you walk on. Okay, they shut Danny down for the season. Shut up about playoffs.
That without a doubt.
Just
now, I kind of live in that world already. I don't want to blow this up into that conversation. Maybe we can have that tomorrow.
But I mean, if you're saying the guy who's averaging 26, 7, and 7 is going to shut down for the next 6 weeks for the remainder of the season, then. Yeah, dog, you might find yourself just falling out of it.
I'll bet you the Venn diagram of those that would want to shut Denny down, but also really want this team to make a play-in push are large. That Venn diagram is large.
Yes, and then you can't have both.
And you can't have both. No. And for my money, when it comes to Denny, I'm with you. I would do the day-by-day, but I would do the day-by-day with I need 100% or no.
Yeah, I mean that's
it's I'm in a day by day, but you're probably going to play less than you will play.
Yeah, and that's the thing about this.
Would you say 24 games left?
Yeah.
If Denny gets 8, I'm happy.
Only 8?
I think so, man.
Ooh, wow.
I mean, again, I don't want to blow this up because we can have this, but maybe we need to blow it up right now. What benefit?
I mean, what would you just?
All right, we'll take a
Yeah,
break. Yeah,
we'll
when
do-
we come back.
It's- I mean-
yeah, fair enough. Good point. Thanks.
There you go.
I told you, dude. I told you. I'm out of it today. I have no idea what's going on. I feel like I haven't done radio in 6 months. So, yeah, when we come back, 503-864-6326, what do you want to see? Do you want to shut Denny down, or do you want to keep him rolling? How does that look? What do the expectations for the rest of the season come, especially if you're thinking playoffs? We'll do that next. 105.1 The Fan.
I broke my back. Spinal.
It's
Coming up in hour number deuce, we will get to good old United States of America. I was able to watch that game without any spoilers. I'm very, very excited about that. And we'll do a bit of an Olympic wrap-up here in hour number deuce as well. In the third hour, we got some things to get to. You see this crazy stuff going on in Mexico right now, Danny?
My other work wife, Joe Simons, was in Puerto Vallarta until 3 days ago. He left just before.
Good.
Before.
So we'll have a conversation about that, too, plus a little college basketball because, well, Danny, it's you and me, and we love college basketball. Continuing this conversation with the Blazers, again, 503-864-6326 is the fan text line, or over on YouTube. Some thoughts real quick. Rest Denny to the point. He'll still reach the 65-game threshold because with the way things are going, that 65 limit's going to knock a lot of MVP contenders, so Denny might be able to win by default. My friends, Denny is not going to win the MVP. However, the 65 games does put him in the spot for some other accolades that he could win, that he could get.
I like Acolytes.
I do kind of like accolades, too.
Acolyte sounds like a Greek name. Acolytes.
But for him to hit 65 games, that is 17 more of the next 24. I think that would be pretty optimistic, personally, because, and this is kind of what I was teasing going into the break, like, I hate saying this because I don't want to be a fan of a team that doesn't want success. This team is not going to win a title this year. And although playoffs always breed experience, crunch situations, kind of nut up or shut up, as Lanning would say, I kind of am more down for this team to just sit by with Denny, let him get healthy, don't worry about Shea, run Scoot out there, see what he can do, etc., and get to the offseason, maybe a nicer draft pick, and not worry about it. Is that very half empty of me?
No, I think
because I'm a half full guy, but it feels half empty.
I think it's 5 toes.
5 toes, okay.
It's like I want to have a nice little thing, but I also want this nice little thing.
Well, because I think we got a little spoiled at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
The Blazers were really good at the beginning of the year. And it kind of, knee-jerk reaction shifted kind of what we thought the expectations might be. And now we're kind of seeing record-wise, it got...
Buddy, I said 40 wins, and I'm staying at 40 wins, and I've been staying at 40 wins.
How it got here is not how we expected, but we are where the Blazers kind of thought they would be. So my thought has always been next year, and if I'm at the point now where I've got Denny who's got that messed up back, I'm starting to look at next year.
Well, let's go ahead and sprinkle in you're getting a new owner who's trying to evaluate everything right now.
Yeah. I mean,
that's the whole idea. Is like everybody wants to pretend like things are
Joe
black
and
and
Tiago ain't 5 toes and down.
No, that's what I mean.
No, not at all.
And people are like, well, then they need to go. And it's like, well, do they? Is Tiago the head coach going forward? I think he's done a lot.
I think he's done a lot too. Do I know that? No, I don't know that answer.
And
is Joe the GM going forward? No, I don't know that answer.
But
I think Joe's done some cool stuff.
And that's the thing is like, do you want to pull the plug on what you've done, or do you want to continue building something?
Mm-hmm.
But because you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Very much so.
But if Denny's back is to a point where it is a thing where the question you have to ask yourself is the injury itself, like, is he going to, I'm not talking about like, can he, is it going to feel good? Because it's not going to feel good.
No.
It's a back. But can he aggravate the injury or make it worse by playing? If the answer is yes, he should probably be shut down. But if it's a matter of dealing with comfort, like if it's a herniated disc, it's like, yeah, dog, you gotta, you gotta.
That's easy.
You know what I mean? Like, because you can make that worse, and more of it can become a larger issue. Like, and then it can spread to other things and surgeries and all those kind of things. Right?
It's the hardest injury to figure out, especially in basketball. Soft tissue.
Yeah, soft tissue. It's calves. It's hamstrings.
Yeah.
It's backs.
They all lead to terrible things if you push them too far.
So, but the thing is, like, with this is like, is this a one that's going to cause like an imbalance in his body, or is just a level of comfort? Because that's the difference. We talk about this in sports at least pretty frequently. The difference between playing hurt and playing injured. Most guys play hurt. Like, that's a thing that just happens.
Yeah.
But you can't play injured.
No.
I mean, you can, but that's how, you end up tearing your Achilles.
Hurt is a choice.
Yes. Very
Injuries
much.
are not choices.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Hurt is how much Toradol, how much, of the injection do you want? How much of the pills do you want? How much of the tape do you want? How much of the ice do you want? Like, are you willing to do the ice bath for 15, 20 minutes after the game and have your foot turn black? Like, and again, most fans, I don't think realize this. Most guys do.
Yeah.
So
I know we sit here and laugh about lack of effort in NBA or stuff like that. I mean,
I see
guys are still trying.
I see a guy walk into a locker room and he can't stand up.
Yeah.
Like his back's bothering him, or his hamstring's so tight that, he's using a scooter after the game or being wheelchaired to their car.
Again, we brought it up last week, the Steve Nash, where Steve Nash at the end of his career, his back was so bad he had to lay flat.
He had to
because
lay on
couldn't
his
sit
stomach or
the
on his
bench.
back with a massage pack and heat on his back so it did not get tight on him. And still playing at an MVP level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, is that the route you want to go? Looking at the schedule, there are only 2 back-to-backs left, so that's nice.
Thank you, God.
Yeah, and only 2 more back-to-backs in the next 24
They have
games.
2 5-game road trips, though.
And that's really what it's going to be. One of them coming up right here in Chicago on Thursday. That's where you're going to have to look at it, like almost the Rob Will treatment. He's not going to play on both those back-to-backs. What kind of games? Now, here's a question, Danny. I'm trying to word this correctly.
Do you
because
play him against the bad teams and not the good teams?
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah. And I know
get the wins you can, and then
if he's good to go, he's going to want to go.
Yes.
So I didn't want to acknowledge that, but it's like Minnesota on Tuesday, I might sit you. At Chicago on Thursday, it might be a nice little game to play. Charlotte's playing pretty scrappy. Maybe I sit you against Charlotte.
They've got the Spurs, I think, twice in the remaining the season, right? I think is what it is.
Let's see.
They've got them once, right?
Spurs on ESPN on Wednesday, April 8th. I think it's just that.
Okay, so a game against the Spurs, well, it's ESPN, so they're going to want them to play. But I'm saying, like, as an example, like OKC or the Spurs or something like that, you're like...
At Houston, pass.
I mean, they beat Houston twice.
At Denver,
that's tough.
Pass.
At altitude, on the road.
It's a Sunday on NBA TV.
Yeah.
Do you look at guys like Dallas isn't very good, but do you look at guys like Cooper? Can he get physical on Denny coming down the lane?
I mean, if Coop's playing.
That's a fair point.
I mean,
too.
Dallas, like, look, we're getting teams. We talked about tanking last week. They're not steering into the skid. They're off a cliff.
Yeah.
What, the Kings have lost 15 straight now? 16?
Well, did you hear the Sixers fans chanting "Fire Morey" because they lost by what 25 to New Orleans?
Mm-hmm.
Can't do that.
I love 82 game seasons because you get those.
You can't do that.
It's just funny.
You can't do that.
We were in Baltimore and watched them score. What was it 78 points in the paint?
That's true. I forgot about that.
Uh-huh.
I try to block that out of my brain. Danny, you are Joe Cronin, Tiago Splitter.
Mm-hmm.
How do you approach this? I mean, obviously the day to day.
It's the day to day unless the doctors are telling me differently.
Mm-hmm.
Because Denny's a psychopath and he wants to play, but you also have to protect him from himself. So there's some navigation of that, or you're making an organizational decision that's going to be driven by Joe Cronin and new ownership, which is we're gonna pull the plug. We're gonna pull the plug, and that's like we're gonna pull the plug on him. We're gonna pull the plug on Shaden. You know, Shaden's got his deal already. He's not a situation where he has to worry about
more of a protected asset at this point than see what we've got sort of thing, quote unquote.
Like, don't get me wrong, I want to see Shaden play. I want to see him develop and figure
Me
some
too.
things out.
Yeah, we still have questions on.
Oh
Shaden.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I don't have questions about Denny. I got zero questions about Denny. It's a matter of like, can he fine tune some things? But he's a stamped all-star.
as this texter reminds us, everybody wants to know about the Chicago pick.
That's as I was saying. That's an organizational decision because if they make the playoffs, they're going to convey the pick to the Bulls. But if you're going to shut Denny down, you might as well shut stuff down
and shut it all down.
That's what I mean. Like just shut it down.
Shut him down. Shut Shaden down.
And then it becomes rest for other guys. And you just kind of manage things. You don't play guys 30-plus minutes.
It might push you to figure out this Caleb Love situation, though.
Yeah.
Because if you do shut down two scoring guard-esque, Shaden the guard, Denny the forward guard combo, whatever
Or
you
you
want
just
to call
play him
him.
once a week, basically, for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah, no, it's an organizational decision, and I can see the merits of both sides. That's kind of where I fall on that. But I would start with status quo of managing him day to day. But if medically there are other things that are there, then you have to very much consider it, and it's going to be an organizational decision.
You're Tom Dundon.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I think I need to see everything. I need to see the medicals. I need to talk to Denny. I need to talk to Joe. I need to talk to Tiago, and I need to figure out exactly what I want to do and how it go. Like, what are we looking at? What is more important? If I'm Tom Dundon, I look at Joe. What is most important right now? Is it the small chance that we move into the top four? Like, because they've got people that work in the analytics department that they're doing these scenarios. They've crunched the numbers on what is possible and likelihoods because you do that with everything.
Sure.
So, okay, what's the likelihood of making the play-in? It's very high right now. I believe they're minus 10,000 to make the play-in because the Grizzlies are behind them and they're tanking. The Clippers are going to fall out. I mean, they'll still be there, but
even Kawhi Leonard said we're done.
Yeah, we're done. So, what's the likelihood of making the play-in? It's probably pretty high, right? Okay, but what happens if we pull the plug on basically 3 starters and 60-plus points a game? Okay, is that worth it to sacrifice the growth of some guys?
Yeah.
For just the opportunity to go get somebody else.
Not even knowing what you're doing, but the opportunity.
And that's without knowing what other discussions have already been had about potential transactions that might take place this summer. So that's the thing as a fan that you can't know. Like, what deals did they get close to on the trade deadline, or what frameworks did they discuss around things, and what's more important as far as like setting things up for the future.
It's great.
So that's kind of where I go with it.
It's crazy to think the difference in ownership change that's going to happen here with the Allen estate. I mean, Tom Dundon coming into the Blazers is a wild.
It's a mystery box.
It's a big mystery box, and it's looking around. It's like, okay, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Some good, some bad. And I mean, like, you're talking stadium, area around the arena, et cetera, all that kind of stuff.
Business and basketball side.
Business and basketball side are both crazy to where you look at the Seahawks up north, and it's like turnkey.
Yeah.
You know?
I got a Super Bowl champion with everything locked in, a quarterback I can bring back, a bunch of young stars.
I spent $4 billion, and I've got to do all this work for it. Meanwhile, up in Seattle, I'm going to spend $10 billion, and I'm just going to, like, ask where my seat is.
Well, that's where $6 billion does for you.
I guess so.
Useful.
Very, very useful. We'll take a peek at it. The Blazers will take on the Minnesota Timberwolves at home tomorrow night, Tuesday, right? And then they hit a 5-game road trip. Dude, I'm just looking at the Western Conference. There is a 6-game gap between the Clippers and the Grizzlies.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's going to be
Like
you have to steer out.
Everybody
hard.
is already falling off a cliff. The Kings have 12 wins. They might finish with 12 wins.
What's their streak at? Is it 15 or 16?
16.
They lost last night,
straight.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
16 in a row.
Dude, even if I wanted this team to be...
It's hard to catch them now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all kind of close there. Utah's 18 wins, Dallas 20, Memphis 21. But next is the Clippers at 27,
Mm-hmm.
Blazers at 28. Now, the Clippers are going to try to make the play-in,
I mean,
no matter what.
They really don't have a choice.
Yeah, it's not like they can get a high draft pick. But that gap between Clippers and Grizzlies, I mean, Grizzlies aren't very good. Even if Portland...
And they're shutting guys down.
Even if Portland sits Denny and Shaden the rest of the year, I think they're still better than Memphis.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like the modeling is going to show you and kind of lead you which way to go.
Gross.
So we'll see which way it goes.
Gross. Our number deuce is next. The United States of America, the best in the world. Loaded hour number 2. Stick with us. 105.1 The Fan.
From the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This Sports Center update is brought to you by Laurelhurst Market Steakhouse and Butcher Shop, a great spot for any occasion. And don't forget, you save 10% on your Butcher Shop order when you dine in. Menus and more at laurelhurstmarket.com. First on the Fan, the Portland Trailblazers picked up a win last night in Phoenix, defeating the Suns 92-77. Donovan Clingan with a dominant performance. He posted 23 points on 13 rebounds to go alongside with 4 blocks in the contest. Blazers are off tonight, but are back in action Tuesday night, hosting the Timberwolves inside the Moda. If you missed it over the weekend, the U.S. men's Olympic hockey team defeated Canada 2-1 to give the U.S. its first gold medal in men's hockey since 1980. Jack Hughes scored the game-winning goal on an assist from Zach Werenski to bring home the gold to the United States. Your Portland Timbers picked up a 3-2 win in their season opener against Columbus. Early goals from Felipe Mora and Anthony, but it was a goal from Ari Lassiter in the 88th minute, which sealed the win for Portland. Portland will take on Colorado Rapids Saturday at 1:30. Last but not least, some NFL news for you as the Dallas Cowboys signed running back Javonte Williams to a 3-year deal over the weekend. Adam Schefter reported the total deal is worth $24 million, including a $6 million signing bonus, tying down a key piece of the Dallas offense. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Recruiting with Andrew Nemec, Thursday evenings at 7.
Hour number deuce here, the firm of Harrison Meringue. If you missed any of the first hour, you can download that, The Fan Podcast, 1051thefan.com, the Odyssey app, wherever you get your podcasts. If you missed, 3 hours of hockey and an hour of Blazers on the Sunrise Guys Dirt and Swag edition, you can download that wherever you get your podcast, over on the YouTube as well. Rewind, fast forward, except for in the future, that would be impossible. A lot to get to this hour. Web Gems will come at you shortly as a new statue is unveiled. We can have a fun conversation about statues as well. But we'll spend most of this hour kind of recapping our Olympic love here. As Danny, you and I think we had a successful Olympic run this year, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I am now watching a guy who I can almost guarantee you will not pitch in Major League Baseball throwing the baseball right now. And it is, let me tell you what, it's not thrilling television, Danny. I am so deprived and desperate for baseball that I still don't know if I can watch bad baseball. It's like watching Big Sky basketball.
You say that, but you don't mean it.
I do too, Danny. Do you really want to watch Big Sky basketball?
What are my options?
Nothing.
Or Big Sky Basketball?
Yes. Tonight. There's nothing on TV tonight, Danny, sports, except for Big Sky college basketball.
Going for a walk.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's my point.
Going for a walk.
That's my point. But the Olympics were very good to us, and we'll start with the coup de grace of it all as the United States beats Canada 2-1 in overtime to seal the gold medal for the first time since miracles happened in 1980, Lake Placid. Did you watch this game?
I did. It was wonderful.
Did you get up and watch it live?
I missed the first period.
Okay, I recorded the game, and I woke up at 7:30 and watched it. I can't believe I made it with no spoilers.
No spoilers?
No spoilers.
That's actually pretty impressive.
I know. I had to watch it on my phone, though, because everybody in my house was asleep, and I didn't want to wake anybody up. But it was nice because I had the little 15-second tap, dude. I think I watched this game in an hour and a half. That was really exciting. Move over, Kachuk brothers. It's the Hughes boys that have their fill this time around. Jack Hughes and his brother Quinn Hughes, both with game-winning goals on this run. Let's talk about Jack Hughes for a moment, okay? The picture of Jack Hughes skating with the United States flag wrapped around his shoulders, the biggest smile I've seen on a professional athlete's face, with a broken tooth and his entire left side stained in blood, is one of the most badass things I've ever seen in my life. I don't know. I can't think of something off the top of my head more badass than that.
I mean,
that picture.
It was pretty awesome because for those that didn't see what happened, Sam Bennett got a double minor for high sticking. I thought they should have run him for it because it was not a thing where I lost control of my stick. It looked like he just threw it at Hughes' face. And honestly, Hughes is lucky that he got what he got because, I mean, he got absolutely slammed across the face.
When I saw it, I thought he hit the board and had like
in
a
live
concussion
action? Yeah.
in live action. I thought he hit the board.
As soon as they show the replay, they're like, well, his stick kind of got stuck. I'm like, yeah, his stick got stuck. And then he threw it into Hughes' face. And I was just like, bro.
And you see blood, and I see the blood coming out, and then you see him picking up
the tooth. Yeah. That's hockey, man. Hockey players are just built like none of them have their own teeth.
And I was having this conversation with my wife about it too, because or maybe I was having it with some friends, I don't remember. When you play hockey, you are under the assumption that there is a good chance at some point you lose some of these pearlies.
You are. If you are a professional hockey player, unless you're a goalie, in which you might get lucky, you're losing teeth. All of them. They've all lost teeth.
Jack Hughes now knows that he lost a tooth to win a gold medal.
That's pretty baller.
I have a friend. What's that?
Worth it.
Worth it. Completely worth it.
So worth it.
I have a friend who thinks he should cut a small sliver off of his gold medal, melt it down, and make that his tooth.
Ooh.
That's genius.
I
Like if you
that.
just there's your gold medal, but you got there's a little pie sliver pulled from it, and someone goes, "Dude, what happened to your gold medal?" Smile. It's right there in
Keep
your
it with
tooth.
you.
I mean, I can't think of many championship for your country, for your team, whatever it be.
Just cut some of the back out of it and have your tooth put back in. Have it capped in gold.
Like something more. I don't know. It's as disgusting as it is to see him with that busted tooth and blood everywhere. It's kind of romantic.
Oh, it is. It 100% is.
You know me, I'm a softie, man.
But I mean,
Like,
Canada's been the thorn in their side. You know, was it 2012 and 16, or is it 8 and 16?
I think it's 8 and 12 because it's the first
Yeah,
time
yeah.
since 12 that players have played.
Yeah, there you go.
Watching this game, look, I'm not going to pretend to be some hockey genius by any means. I do enjoy high leverage sporting events, no matter what the sport is, whether I know it or follow it or not. Watching this game, my takes from this are basically this: Canada was the better team.
Oh, Hellebuck was unfreaking believable, man.
Unreal.
Canada was the better team. They outshot the USA 42-28.
In the first two periods, man. I don't know when you were watching.
Dude, it was like 36-12.
Dude, I'm sitting there. I mean, I'm gripping the whole time because Canada was just on the front foot the entire time. The USA was just playing defense the entire time. And you're like, for the love of God, can we stop with the dump and chase? Like, can we get some possession? Can you get something? Just put a little something on net and let Connor chill for a sec.
Yep.
Because he just made unbelievable. Now, the puck bouncing the way that it did on the short side one that he was able to save was unreal. And you need a little bit of luck in that.
Ooh, there was some luck there.
There was some luck in that, but I mean, he stood on his head. He withstood just an absolute onslaught from the Canadians. You get it to overtime. When it got to overtime, I went,
See, when it went to overtime and it started, again, I'm not a hockey aficionado, and I see McDavid out there skating faster than anybody I've ever seen skate in my life. I thought the U.S. was in big trouble. But I talked with a buddy who is a diehard hockey fan, and he put it this way. He goes, dude, honestly, I was a little disappointed in McDavid in overtime. And I kind of went, really? He's busting his ass out there. Clearly the best player on the rink. He goes, hero ball. He just took the puck and tried to be the guy and just said, give me the puck. I'm going to get it, and I'm going to pull this off. And it leaves you open for that counterattack because you eventually are going to turn the possession over, and it just puts you in a bad spot.
yeah. When you take a man off the ice, you get down to 3-on-3, and it's like there's a lot more space.
A lot more space. Pretty cool stuff, man. Pretty cool stuff. I love that there's a new set of brothers
Yeah,
that I can root for. Because the Kachucks, they can kind of rub me the wrong way.
it was funny.
I think for the obvious reasons.
Yeah, did you catch it during the game? Eddie Olczyk was like, "I want to get the unedited version," because they had Tkachuk mic'd up.
Oh, God.
They're like, "Give me the unedited version of Tkachuk right now," because it's USA Canada. The chirping is absolutely elite.
I
at
think
this
there
point.
was 3 times. So I don't know if you guys know this, and listeners out there, if you don't know this, if you fight in Olympics, if you drop your gloves, it's a 10-minute and you're out.
You're out. Yeah,
There were 3 moments in this game
where you thought it might
I
happen.
saw that people were looking around, looking at each other. It'd be like, Danny, you and I were about to fight, and you look at each other and go, we're both going to get tossed, both 10s, 4-4 for a while, but you want to do this?
It got real close.
It got real close a couple times, and that's just that heated rivalry. And I'll tell you what, that rivalry is going to get even amped up more because I was listening to Dirt talk about this morning, and and some of my friends kind of back this up as well. The pipeline for the future, like in the next 4 years, America's going to take a little bit of a drop off. The youth isn't quite there like it is with McKinnon and Salabrini and McDavid up in Canada. So like in the next Olympics, good chance Canada wins. And good chance if they play America, they kind of mop them up. That still won't justify.
Nope.
That won't. They'll
Nope.
get their pound of flesh, and
Won't change anything.
It won't change anything. Connor McDavid could win 3 more gold medals and 6 Stanley Cups, and he is going to burn over this.
Yeah, 100%.
He'll never let it go.
We talked about this. The whole
He'll
idea,
never let it go.
The whole idea of like, do you want to just get outplayed or do you want to, lose as the better team? And it's like,
I think it was McKinnon who they were interviewing afterwards, and he just kind of scoffed at the reporter and goes, "You tell me who the better team was out there." That Canada team is salty.
oh yeah.
And America, to their credit, had to play their best game.
I mean,
They had to be perfect.
It was reminiscent of 1980 against
It's
the
a little
Russians.
bit.
Like they were up against it. They were not the better team, but they won.
Man, USA.
Suck it, Canada.
Man, I got very much in my feels on that. I like my Canadian brethren.
Yeah, no.
I think I'm going to Canada in like 3 weeks.
There you go.
4 weeks. Spring break. I think we're going to take the kids up to
Oh, there you go.
BC.
That'll be fun.
I want to go to Vancouver Island. I haven't been to Victoria in a long time.
It's a fun little trip.
I like my Canadian brethren. Plus, there's a lot of just really good players on this team. Again, very, very average hockey fan. But McKinnon's great. Obviously, McDavid. This Celebrini kid is 19 years old.
Mm-hmm. No, they'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
But for the US of A, good on the Kachuk boys for getting something. Austin Matthews, captain of Team USA. The Hughes brothers both have game-winning goals. Their parents, the Hughes parents have to just be
Feeling pretty good.
feeling pretty good. The genetic lottery.
Uh-huh.
Both my kids scored goals to win games.
The flight home from Italy is going to be a fun one.
Yeah. I guess they have to come home because they have to play. But I'd be like, I'm going to be in Italy for another 2 weeks.
Parents might stay.
Parents might stay. Mom and Dad, you can stay. You can stay. When we come back, let's wrap up our Olympic chatter. What we liked, what we'll remember, all that kind of fun stuff. Get your thoughts in 503-864-6326 or over on the YouTubes. More Olympic coverage right here on Portland Sports Leader 105.1 FM and 1080 AM. Continuing here on our Olympic wrap-up. 2026 Olympics, one for the books. We had a lot of fun with this. We got very lucky that our show coincided with it. In 4 years.
It was wonderful.
In 4 years, Danny, should we have the opportunity to still be here in this time slot? It is in France, in the French Alps. We're just moving the mountain range around, heading north. Similar time frame for us.
It'll work out kindly.
Quite nicely. And in 2 years, with the Summer Olympics, all the day events will probably get here too.
Yeah, it's true. We'll get the live morning ones.
Johannes Hesflot Klæbo.
Mm.
I'm going to go with that's how you say his name.
Got
6 gold medals. 6 gold medals.
Norwegian?
Norwegian.
Yeah.
Sturla Holm Legrid, 5 medals. 3 silvers, 2 bronze. If I'm reading this correctly, the reason he doesn't have any golds is because Johannes has all the golds.
Cross-country skiing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Norwegians. I believe the Norwegians.
They led medals.
They led in medals. I believe 18 golds is the most golds ever in a Winter Olympic.
They hold the record for, I believe, most total medals and most total golds all time.
Oh, okay. It's one of those things I always forget. Like,
Norway exists.
not that Norway exists. I'm very familiar with the country of Norway. They have a guy on their national team called Erling Haaland. If you're familiar with him in football. I guess I never realized how much of a dominant force they are in the Winter Olympics.
I mean, they invented most of them.
Suppose that's true. I do like the concept of skiing in your backyard for fun, but needing to pack your rifle just in case. The United States finished with 33 total medals, 12 golds, 12 silvers, and 9 bronze.
Yeah, second in gold, tied for lead in silvers, and did pretty well.
Michaela's got to be a nice story from the Olympics, right? Coming back and winning a gold on the slalom. That's got to be nice. A gold in figure skating for the women's program. That's got to feel nice coming back to America. Obviously, the hockey situation.
On both sides.
On both sides. Good point.
Swept it.
Good point.
Not only that, goal scorer for Team USA made the defender look very dumb in doing so.
What
that might be a doper moment. That might be
that goal
the
is
moment.
better.
Oh, that
goal is 10 times better.
I mean, just breaking somebody off like that for a gold medal.
And as she's falling away.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
The outlet pass for Keller, a defenseman. Nice move.
Did I do that?
Score! Megan Keller, the overtime hero, United States, wins gold and belong.
Kenny Albert. Also a winner of the Olympic Games. Kenny Albert. Should he get a gold medal?
I mean,
He called both games.
He did.
He called both games.
And I did like that, even though, you're supposed to do the whole thing of, be objective.
Screw that, dude.
Nobody was.
No,
Somebody
he
was.
dug in.
Yeah,
I
it's
loved it.
Yeah. You're not there to placate to Canada.
Do you have the men's USA call?
And it's Werenski. Now Jack Hughes puts it around the car. United States with numbers. Watch across it comes. Jack Hughes wins it. The golden goal for the United States.
I got
For
chills.
the first time since the 1980 miracle, the United States takes the gold.
Kenny Albert, NBC Peacock, like he had himself a nice weekend.
Laid out on the call a little bit, like that.
He did. It's fine.
Got to let the layout. Got to let the scene paint itself.
Let's see. Anything specific that stands out to you that you will remember from this?
I mean, men's hockey.
Men's hockey for sure.
Yeah, that's what stands out.
I won't be able to quit the Wolf Dog for a while.
I totally forgot.
Yeah, that's what happens in these things, man. It's like a 3-week, 4-week thing, but it's like damn near a sprint, so you forget all the cool stuff. The Canadians cheated their way to a gold in men's curling.
Yeah,
because they won gold.
yeah. The trash talk
Cheaters.
was great.
Cheaters.
Do love that.
F you, eh?
Eh? It's fun.
I love when people swear in English, but then you can hear their accent.
Oh, yeah.
So great. So great.
Can we say wanker? I just did. So.
Oh, well. I don't know.
There you go.
5, 4.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you hit it just to be safe?
Just to be safe.
There you
Oh,
go.
nice.
That's the first time I've ever been dumped.
Enter the boss in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see. What else did we get from this? That was fantastic. You know, I love the brother-sister duo of the Swedish curling team. I don't know why. I just really like that story. Talking about some proud parents.
I mean, it's just a lot of family.
Yeah.
Just in general, you know, you're the brothers on Team USA in hockey. You get the brother sister team there. There's there's brothers in, was it bobsled for one of the teams? What we didn't get is I want to see like a father son, mother daughter duo. Like what do we got to do to get one of those?
Oh, that'd be wild.
You know what I mean? It'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
You know, Sid Crosby got a kid that's old enough to play yet.
I mean, he's 38.
You know what I mean? Like
Not far. Lucas Pinheiro Brathen is the first ever South American Winter Olympic medalist.
There you go.
And he won a gold in giant slalom. So that's cool.
So what was his name?
Lucas Pinheiro Brathen. Very white.
What I mean, the Pinheiro gives you the South American vibe, but the Brathen,
Double A.
yeah, that's given north of the French Alps.
Norwegian Brazilian.
There you go.
A Norwegian-born alpine skier came out of retirement to represent the nation of his mother.
Got it up.
Norwegians and Brazilians, huh?
I wonder where they met.
Christopher Velda, who's one of the attackers for
Yeah, this is
the
a great line.
for the
You told me this
Timbers.
one, yeah.
He is Norwegian and Argentinian. Said his parents worked together on the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, and he said, "quote That's where they made me." It's like, all right.
Does he get? Do you get to, if you're born at sea, do you get to kind of claim residency?
International waters.
Yeah,
Just get an international passport.
yeah.
Citizenship in all countries recognized by the United
Or
Nations.
you're just not allowed within 7 miles of a coast. He's like, you have to stay out there. It's like, sorry, dude.
Sorry, man. You're not allowed in any of the countries.
You weren't born here.
Alyssa Liu, she is the free skate American who wins gold. That's a big one there.
That lip piercing is a unique one.
Dude, her hair choice in general
Yeah.
is a choice.
The things were going on there.
Let's not forget Lindsey Vonn.
Yeah.
She said that the surgery that happened 2 hours after her crash saved her leg. Otherwise, it would have been amputated.
I mean, it was bad. I mean, you
keep showing it to me, dude.
Did-
It's wild.
Did you see the X-ray that she released?
Mm-hmm.
She's got like 22 pins and screws.
It looks more metal than bone.
Yeah, she's got like 22 pins and screws, like 3 plates, and then what I can't remember what they call the other thing. So basically like 4 plates. It's like, bro, that is gnarly.
Elena Myers-Taylor claimed Olympic gold, finally, in monobob, becoming the oldest individual champion in Winter Olympic history. She's American at 41. Nice.
I'd love to see that. Also, I saw a tweet the other day, came across the timeline during the game. Somebody was like, 16-year-old wins Olympic medal or 20-year-old wins Olympic medal, and somebody was like, I've never been more defeated as a 21-year-old. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, dog. It's really tough when you're 41 and somebody else is 41 out here getting an Olympic gold. You're like, oof.
Chloe Kim is engaged
Told Myles Garrett.
to old Myles Garrett. She had a nice run. The half pipe was very exhilarating, at least for this program. Let's see here. Was the New Zealand kid finally won a gold in skiing in the half pipe? I can't remember at all. I'm excited though. I thought this was a fun Olympics.
Oh yeah.
It's
To me, it's like a nice little appetizer for 2 years.
yeah, and I never understand why people poo-poo the Olympics. Like it's just fun.
It's competition at its highest level.
Yeah, it's just fun.
What's bad about that?
Look,
We also had an American that walked away with the gold for the men's half pipe.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, no, he threw down at the end. He needed what was a 93.
that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got it on his final run. He
Yeah.
needed like a 92, and I think
Yeah.
he got a 93.
Yeah, absolutely stuck it too.
Look, we live in a world, we live in a culture where everybody likes to claim to be experts about stuff. You know, you've got your your web MDs of the world. You know, I'm always terrified my wife is going to go into a doctor's office and pretend like she knows everything because of WebMD.
I do that all the time.
But the Olympics are truly the one spot that we can act however we want.
Oh, yeah.
I know everything about hockey.
Oh, bobsled. Nah, man, he missed that turn.
Missed that turn,
Got
dude.
too-
He braked
got-
too much.
Got too high up on the wall.
You saw
Lost
his
the speed.
You saw his back. His back was wobbling.
Yeah.
Slid to the right too far. Come on, dude.
Do you see Aaron Donald's talking about bobsledding now?
No.
He's like, yeah, no, they told me all I got to do is push and then let the driver kind of handle the rest. I'm like,
Not bad.
I mean, you want to talk about some raw? I mean, this is what Jamaica did. Just they
Pure
took
force. They
they
took
they took their
sprinters.
sprinters and said, what if we just took the demon that is Aaron Donald? But like, you'll cover the weight and the drive. Like this is the pure. Like we were like, you know what? We're gonna have a bobsled team. It's gonna have a driver, and then it's gonna be Saquon Barkley, Aaron Donald, and Myles Garrett. Like,
And then the driver's like a 3-time Olympic medalist.
yeah, who weighs 104
Yeah,
pounds.
jockey style.
Yeah.
When we come back, we'll put a little bow on the Olympics, talk about 2028 and 2030 as well. Stick with us. There's Casey with sports.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, your Portland Trailblazers picked up a win last night in Phoenix, defeating the Suns 92-77. Donovan Clingan with a dominant performance. He posted 23 points on 13 rebounds to go alongside with 4 blocks in the contest. Blazers are off tonight, but are back in action Tuesday night, hosting the Timberwolves inside the Moda. If you missed it over the weekend, men's Olympic hockey defeated Canada 2-1 to give the U.S. its first gold medal in men's hockey since 1980. Jack Hughes scored the game-winning goal on an assist from Zach Werenski to bring home the gold for the U.S. Your Portland Timbers picked up a 3-2 win in their season opener against Columbus. Early goals from Felipe Mora and Anthony, but it was the goal by Ari Lassiter in the 88th minute which sealed the win for the Timbers. Portland will take on the Colorado Rapids Saturday at 1:30. Last but not least, the Dallas Cowboys signed running back Javonte Williams to a 3-year deal over the weekend. Adam Schefter reported the deal is worth $24 million, including a $6 million signing bonus, tying down a key piece of the Dallas Cowboys offense. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Your home for Seahawks football, the Fan Sports
Web Gems, everybody's favorite, coming up next here in hour number deuce, the firm of Harris and Meringue. Sad times. But I am looking at a current projection for the Team USA's 2028 roster for basketball. This is by Zach Cram at the old 4-letter. I don't know Zach. I don't know if Zach knows what I know. Let's see. He's got Cooper Flagg, Con Kneppel, Jalen Duren, Amen Thompson, Scotty Barnes, Cade Cunningham, Anthony Edwards, Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, Tyrese Halliburton, Bam Adebayo, the oldest guy on the team, along with Jason Tatum. That's his 12-man roster.
We'll see how that shakes out.
Who's playing center? Bam?
Duren.
Duren. With Holmgren at the 4? No, you play Coop at the floor. At the 4.
I mean, Chet would play some 4 too, but yeah, I think you're looking at a group of Duren, Klingon, and Kessler.
As the big man.
That's who I think that's who you're probably choosing from.
He's saying top big man replacement would be Evan Mobley.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
No, it's a good spot to be.
Big choices are nice. Yeah.
I would go with Mobley over Chet, but it depends on what you want.
The Olympics in 2 years be in Los Angeles. When was the last time Summer Olympics were held in America? Is it Atlanta, 96?
Yeah, Summer Olympics could be at Salt Lake.
Salt Lake was winter, yeah. And Vancouver, BC. I know it's not America, but right up the road. I think U.S. Olympics, first time Summer Olympics since...
Yeah, the last one was 96 in Georgia.
In Atlanta, in Hotlanta. Kevin Durant says he wants to play.
No.
No?
No.
Just not going to let him?
No.
No way USA would just say no.
No.
If he's still playing like this in 2 years?
No.
Why?
It's time to go. Love KD. Love him. Time for the next guy. No, here's the thing. Somebody's got to take it from him. Somebody has to take it from him. If KD wants to show up and be a part of it, as far as the trials and things of that nature, but you can't gift it to him at 40 years old.
Yeah, probably not. Is he 37 right now? Yeah, that'll come around. That'll be a tough one to swallow.
And I love KD.
For sure.
I'm a KD guy.
I mean,
but
KD's one of maybe the most prolific scorer of all time in basketball.
Yeah, but the idea of handing it to him, somebody's got to rip it from his cold dead hands kind of a deal. But you can't just be gifted to him.
Other than
we have to make the transition.
Other than basketball, what are the Summer Olympics that everybody loves?
Track and field.
Track and field.
100, 200, 400.
I don't love track and field.
I love all that.
I don't want to watch people run.
Swimming.
Oh, swimming.
Love
That's
swimming.
a big America one.
4x1. I'm ready for
team relay,
the fastest people in the world for the team relay.
Gymnastics.
I
was like, what's the figure skating of the Summer Olympics? It's gymnastics.
There's also swimming as well.
Swimming's a big one. I like swimming a lot.
Diving's super dope, like the synchronized diving, but the Chinese are just going to dominate that.
Flag football will be in.
Yeah, don't care.
Yeah, and I don't know how to get excited about that.
Skateboarding be dope.
If Rondo's the quarterback, I'm down.
I mean, I'll watch. But
Rajon Rondo? Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Oh, interesting. I wonder if is he ranked as a flag football player?
I think he's highly ranked.
I found out DeAnthony Thomas is like a top 100 ranked Frisbee golf player. Former Duck. I think he's like the highest ranked former professional athlete in the world, Craig.
In the world.
You got that up? Rajon Rondo, number 1 quarterback. I mean, the dude can dish. I loved him as a point guard.
Rajon Rondo was listed as the top-ranked signal caller, with some sources identifying him as the number 1 ranked quarterback.
Wow.
That's wild.
That is
So
crazy.
so it's not the guy that said he was as good as Patrick Mahomes?
Or
who looked like he'd never thrown a football before in his life?
39-year-old Rajon Rondo's got you.
Yeah.
Why can't it be, I don't know, Lamar Jackson?
Yeah.
Can I get Lamar out there playing flag football?
Yeah, they did say they were going to let him, right? They're not Lamar, but like they were going to let NFL players.
You know something? Obviously, Lamar would be the choice just because of his legs and his cannon of an arm.
I think the conversation was Lamar and Tyreek.
Yeah.
Oh, Tyreek Hill.
Just because of the speed. But obviously after the injury.
Yeah.
Dare I say that is where Bryce Young would shine?
You're missing the other small quarterback that's a lot better.
Who?
Caleb.
Oh, yeah, Caleb. What about Kyler?
Also a guy I could see in that.
Yeah.
Where seeing over the line isn't an issue.
It's not an issue at all.
Prime Russell Wilson would be great.
Yeah, even Russell Wilson,
yeah.
I was thinking.
Yeah,
would be
prime
fantastic.
Russ would be
backyard
good.
ballers, like yeah, like this is probably where they'd shine.
I kind of want a quarterback that's short and a little stocky.
Mm-hmm.
Like, give me a Baker.
Yeah,
Give me Baker.
Bush
in
Baker
flag
would be phenomenal
football.
there.
Like, it can't be Josh. Josh is too big. Herbert, too big. Sam, too big.
Josh.
Josh is too big.
I
Yeah,
I think Caleb Williams is like the line of
I think so.
too big.
I think so. Caleb might be bordering on
And
too
Caleb is the most backyard quarterback that's played in the modern
big.
era.
Lamar
Like,
is bigger than Caleb, is he not?
taller.
Taller?
Definitely not heavy.
skinnier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lamar's got him, and plus Lamar's quicker.
He is quicker. But
But Caleb just does stuff.
Lamar's also breaking down, though. Caleb's not. Caleb's ascending. God, I can't believe I'm saying that.
Jaden could be in that group too.
I hate Caleb Williams.
You do.
I don't know why, dude. I just don't like him.
That's so weird.
I don't get it either, man.
You watched what he did in the playoffs.
I know, and I just don't like him.
You told me if he keeps doing this at like week 8, and he just kept doing it,
And I'm
then
still
doing
like,
it and doing it, and it's like
He had a lot of bad turnovers.
they did.
I mean,
Like, he threw a lot of bad picks.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's going to be old takes exposed because I have old takes exposed on Lamar Jackson. I was like, this guy can't throw the football.
It's fine with Jason
He's
Tatum.
not even going to be good.
Yeah,
And, well, he can throw the rock now.
I made a joke about Jason Tatum playing in the CBA.
Didn't age well.
No, I mean it was tongue in cheek.
We did it!
Yeah, it was tongue in cheek, but I did not think he'd be the player he ended up being. Not
Yeah.
even, it's easily my biggest miss
I know.
by a lot.
Mine is Lamar. It's not close. I think I got to stick with the Caleb thing. Or do I get out now? Can I get out now and get away with it, or have I exposed myself?
I mean, you can pivot. It's a redemption story.
Yeah. All right. If he does this one more
one more
time,
time, yeah.
one more time, then I'll become a
They'll figure it
believer.
out.
The Winter Olympics in 4 years will be in the French Alps, which has me wondering if maybe I want to go.
I mean,
Where would the Olympics
you could
be?
have your Parisian breakfast in the French Alps.
Yeah, dude. Where would you want to see the Olympics? Like, if you're going to go,
Milan's
what would get you?
pretty
I
high
know.
up the list, bud.
Yeah, the Italian-Swiss Alps would be pretty nice. Anywhere else?
I mean, Denver.
Yeah,
I feel like
Colorado.
having it here would be kind of dope.
Colorado would
for
be
sure.
cool.
If you wanted it local.
When did the Norwegians get it, man?
That's what I was saying. Like, well, like they don't necessarily like they have the snow, but they don't really have like the big mountains that you
Do they?
have
Oh,
in,
okay.
in the Rockies and the Alps. Like, don't get me wrong, they do, but it's like it's different. You know, it's just you get that far north and it just starts to turn into a sheet of ice everywhere. You know what I mean? Like the topography isn't exactly great. Now, you do have some. I mean, I'm not saying they don't.
Mm-hmm.
They do. But as far as like the capacity to hold everything, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like that's where it becomes kind of an issue. Like
The argument of why Portland doesn't have an all-star game because we don't have the hotel structures
yeah, it's
for
like
it.
sure it could work, but like would it functionally make sense? I think you're basically
Yes, everybody's staying out in Beaverton and Tannisbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's those kind of things. I think are more the preclusions there. Yeah, I think that's probably. Just,
I think
it really anywhere in the Alps is kind of probably the right choice.
If they weren't, committing war crimes and stuff like this, I feel like St. Petersburg in
Oh, I
Russia
mean,
would
yeah,
be
I mean,
really rad.
Yeah, I mean, in Moscow. So,
Yeah. Something in Russia would be cool.
yeah.
They're not allowed. They can't hang out, though.
I mean, you get the Himalayas through there, like
Well, they did Sochi.
yeah.
yeah. But Sochi, isn't Sochi like near a beach? They like truck snow in for that?
A little bit,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
mean, like there's places that you
Yeah.
would be pretty cool. Like if I the whole like going to Denver part of it or going to Utah, like that's cool and all, but like if I'm gonna go to Winter Olympics,
Yeah, I want to go.
like Milan.
yeah.
Milan's like I bet you
The French Alps.
I bet you the Olympic Village this year was pretty solid.
I bet you it was solid.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I bet you people had a good time.
I bet you they did.
We didn't get a single video leaked. We didn't get a Michael Jordan's kid doing blow on the sideline.
Yet.
That was the Olympics, right?
There's still time.
Wasn't
Well,
that the
we got-
Olympics? That
I
Jordan's
think,
kid.
I think it might have been. Let me.
Well, we had the Australian woman who went on live television in Australia hammered.
Oh yeah.
They called her to do a hit on the morning show. It was like 8 a.m. their time, 1 a.m. in Italy, and she was
Which I mean,
That's great.
to be expected.
The fact that she didn't get fired is awesome. I
mean,
love the Aussies.
It happens.
I love the Aussies.
It happens.
All right, we come back. It's everybody's favorite web gems. We'll wrap up hour number 2 before we get into the big nooner. That's Danny. I'm Patrick. 105.1 The Fan. All right, everybody's favorite web gems. Do it every single day at 11:45. Coming up in the big nooner, got a serious situation going on in Mexico that could ruffle some feathers. Timbers get a W, and a little college basketball and closing arguments to send you on your way. Web Gems today is brought to you by the city of Los Angeles, California, as they unveiled the statue. Jeannie Buss was on hand to unveil the statue of old Pat Riley.
Godfather.
Outside the stadium. Jake mentioned this to me in the bullpen before the show, that he looks like Nick Cage. Have you seen the the statue? It's not bad.
Look, I mean, if you're going to have one that comes out, I mean.
Did you expect Pat Riley to have a statue?
Yes.
Yeah? I guess I'm a little surprised. How many coaches have statues?
Not many. I think Auerbach does.
Does Red have one outside of
Think he
Boston?
does.
Would Pop get one at some point?
Yeah, Auerbach does.
Statue? Yeah, let me see this thing.
Saban and Don Staley both have one.
Oh, wow.
Pop should get one.
Bear Bryant, he's got one, doesn't he?
You know what's funny is the Red Auerbach statue has a 4.8 review on Google.
4.8 review? Like, who downvoted it?
I'm pulling up the lowest rating right now. 3 stars.
Go Lakers.
I must have walked by it. Cigar smoking dude must not have been cool enough to catch my attention.
Or you just don't know who Red Auerbach is. Like, that's it.
But 3 stars.
Pat Riley was asked about wearing suits on the sidelines. He said, I never changed much. I wish they went back to coats and ties. I think an audience wants to see somebody on the sideline who looks like a leader. Yeah, dude. It's called St. John's. We watch Patino.
Looks like a leader, dresses like a leader, and acts like a leader.
Oh, is that the whole quote?
That's the whole quote, yeah.
Okay.
But look, I do like that too, because we are being robbed of the greatness of Billy Donovan on the sideline.
It's the truth, dude.
That man knows how to throw a suit together.
Yes, he does.
Wearing a suit, like there are guys that wear suits. There are suits that wear guys.
Yes.
Like Billy Donovan wears a suit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like that is just it just fits him. Like, and you know you love to see like Huggy Bear, old Bob Huggins in a suit. You know,
Loved Hugs in a suit.
You get a big guy in a suit. It's like, yeah.
Well, also I just want to see Tiago Splitter in a suit.
Oh, I mean,
That's a big suit.
not only that, but Tiago, coached Paris basketball.
Yeah.
He's Brazilian.
Yeah, he knows what's up.
Tiago Splitter knows how to wear a suit.
I know, but I just want to see a 7-foot guy wear a suit.
You think he's skinny tie?
You have to go skinny tie.
Right? When you're that big, you have to go
I'm
skinny
all about,
tie.
I mean, I'm not big and I'm skinny tie.
Yeah.
I wore skinny tie at my wedding.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
don't know if I'm skinny tie guy.
My suit was modeled after Paul McCartney, 1964.
Gross.
Beatles. Mop top, dude. What, dude? There's a good, clean look. Ugh. Say what you want about the music. It was a good, clean look.
Ugh.
Yeah, dude, I'm all about skinny tie. Maybe I'll wear a skinny tie tomorrow.
Gross.
Who gets statues in this town?
There's 2 no doubters.
Dame.
Yep.
Just for the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Touching the wrist?
We did this last night on Rip City
Touching the
Wrap-Up.
wrist, or is he full extension?
I think it's wrist.
I think it's wrist.
Yeah,
or is he the wave?
No, I think it's wrist because you got to do the
Dame
younger
time.
one.
Yeah.
The wave would be sick.
It would be. But Dame's one, Walton's the other, and then I think you have Bill Schonely. I think it's those 3 are the givens.
So the relationship with Clyde is that sour that Clyde doesn't get one?
Well, look, Clyde has said that his issue is not with the city, not with the organization, it's with ownership.
Yeah.
And when ownership changes, maybe it'll be something that'll be there. Okay, cool. Well, then in 7 weeks in a day, Clyde, I want to see you in Portland.
I don't know the situation. What happened?
It just felt like he wasn't handled well, wasn't treated well. Even
By
though
the Allens?
Yeah, even though he got sent to Houston to his hometown and won a title.
That's what he wanted.
Yeah. So, look, I'm sure things probably weren't great because he didn't get the money or he didn't get the teammates that he wanted or the transactions that he wanted. But it ultimately ended up with you going to your hometown and winning a title. Like, what is so just evil here?
I want a Rashid and Sabonis statue.
What, was she throwing a towel at him?
Yeah.
I'd say we can't do too many.
Or just separates. They can have their own.
Okay.
Rashid and
I think Clyde's the only other one that gets a statue.
could you imagine Rashid's trademark spot in a statue? The spot on the back of his head?
Yeah, there you go.
If he had that in a statue?
With the headband?
Dude, I feel like everyone would rub that spot.
Oh,
It would
yeah.
eventually change
Wear
colors.
down, yeah. I like that.
I like that.
But no, it's 3, 4 at most.
Yeah.
Like I think if you're a statue, you have to Dame hasn't won a title, but he's such a culturally significant icon.
It's the culture
it's
part.
so above and beyond everything else that when it's all said and done.
It's the Burnside Bridge, man.
Yeah.
It's stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like he's synonymous with the city. There's just no denying that. Bill's the only title winning and MVP player. So, and Clyde is no matter how you slice it, is the second best player at worst the organization has ever had.
Yeah. Up the road here at Providence Park, we'll be building statues for the Diegos.
Yep.
Valeri will get one, and Charo, whenever he decides to hang it up, will get
Ever
one.
retires
He'll never retire, dude. He'll never retire.
out there at 57 years old.
I was
still
surprised.
playing.
I was surprised. I was at the game on Saturday, and I saw the Ring of Honor. It's directly across from where I sit, and the only modern player in there is Diego Valeri. I was surprised Captain Jack wasn't in there.
I was is he as big enough culturally to get in that?
Jewsbury?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. Diego was maestro.
Yes. I mean, Diego Valeri was good enough to be a starter in a top 11 in the Prem.
Better nickname than Maestro.
It's a great name.
It's a great name.
And a great dude. Not that Jewsbury wasn't, but
Great dude.
Valeri and Chara, I've told you this before the show. I've run into Chara around town over the last decade, multiple different times. Always with his family, and always just the nicest guy. Oh, the most unassuming, just incredibly kind dude. And it's like, and also he's got more appearances than anybody else in the history of the league, while also being culturally significant, being the backbone of the team for a decade and a title winner. It's like, yeah, you're gonna get a statue.
I wish we all wore suits. Coming back to this suit conversation, I wish we all wore suits.
Like in here?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
no.
back in the 50s?
No.
Well, you kidding me, dude? We'd have cigarettes and whiskey in front of us.
Yeah, that's what I want to have in this room right now.
Well, it'd be great.
No, it'd be awful.
Nah, they would have some sort of ventilation.
Yeah, I don't.
I'd be wearing probably no shirt because I'd be running back around trying to be getting all the clips for the.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
right.
Yeah, your
the
job
tape
wouldn't be as
decks.
fun.
He'd be out here in a zoot suit.
What was radio like back then?
Yeah, see?
Meh, he hits a 4-bagger, and the Giants have won the pennant.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they talked about a lot more social issues than we do.
Really?
In a way that we probably can't.
Yeah.
We like dropping bad words over here?
I mean,
Well, there was a lot going on in the
Yeah.
60s and 70s.
I love how you go 60s and 70s is the old time.
I know.
We're talking about the 20s and
50s.
30s.
Yeah, I was
it's
talking
like-
about the 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 10-year difference. It's not crazy.
60s, 70s. Yeah, I'd be fascinated to know what radio was like back then.
I wasn't listening,
I was not alive.
Nope.
Yeah.
so wasn't really digging into that too hard.
I know the
Gabby.
difference between like AM and FM radio from a music standpoint.
Sure.
But was there talk radio?
I got a Don Cheadle movie recommendation for you then.
I mean, wasn't talk radio basically like the story time?
That's what I would think. War of the Worlds,
War of the
stuff
Worlds,
like
right?
that.
Yeah. So it existed.
Talk
because
ra-
radio is around before the TV, so I'm assuming, yeah.
Talk radio in the 50s transitioned from the golden age of scripted drama to personality-driven conversational formats, heavily influenced by the rise of television. I can't believe this guy's name. Barry Gary.
Oh, man.
Terrible name. Established the late-night interview format, focusing on controversial topics and celebrity guests.
I mean, that's the precursor to Carson.
Yeah, midnight to 3 a.m. show on WMCA in New York.
I mean, quite literally, that's like the precursor to Carson.
Topics like McCarthyism and race politics, yeah?
Late night celebrity, guardrails come off kind of a deal.
Meet the Press was originally a radio show.
Yeah, knew that one.
Okay, all right.
CBS Radio, right?
I think Meet the Press is NBC.
Is it NBC?
When did the Lampoon start?
I have no idea.
Mm.
I have no idea. And that, my friends, is why I can't watch King of the Hill.
There you go.
We come back loaded, hour number 3. The Big Nooner up. Timbers win college basketball and maybe no go to Mexico for a little bit. Lots more to get to finish up 105.1 The Fan.
105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, your Portland Trailblazers picked up a win last night in Phoenix, defeating the Suns 92-77. Donovan Clingan with a dominant performance. He led the way for the Blazers with 23 points on 13 rebounds, going alongside with 4 blocks in the contest. Blazers are off tonight, but are back in action Tuesday night, hosting the Timberwolves inside the Moda. If you missed it over the weekend, the U.S. men's Olympic hockey team defeated Canada 2-1 to give the U.S. its first gold medal in men's hockey since 1980. Jack Hughes scored the game-winning goal on assist from Zach Werenski to bring home the gold for the U.S. Your Portland Timbers picked up a 3-2 win in their season opener against the Columbus Crew. Early goals from Felipe Mora and Anthony, but it was the goal from Ari Lassiter in the 88th minute which sealed the win for the Timbers. Portland will take on the Colorado Rapids Saturday at 1:30. Lastly, some NFL news for you as the Atlanta Falcons have placed the franchise tag on tight end and former first-round draft pick Kyle Pitts. Pitts finished second among tight ends in receptions and receiving yards, and him and the Falcons will have until July 15th to agree to a long-term contract, or else he will have to play the 2026 season under the franchise tender. For more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The home of prime time with Isaac and
Two down, one to go here. The firm of Harris and Meringue. We do this bad boy every single Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Patrick Harris with you, Danny Meringue to my left. After us, we'll send it over to Duck Insider from 1 to 2, the Fan Happy Hour from 2 to 3, and then it's prime time, baby. Isaac and Suk, best show in town for a reason, from 3 to 7 to take you all the way home, finishing up 13 hours of live, local, continuous, regional sports talk radio. Text line reminding me I did miss a third statue up at Providence Park. That would be Christine Sinclair. Her 3 titles as a Thorn will do that. My apologies to the wonderful Sinclair.
Got that out of your system?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I needed that.
Want
I felt very.
Want to let that sit for
I
you.
felt very guilty. I felt very shamed, and I'm very glad
Christine
that someone
Sinclair, big-time Timbers player.
called me out. Well, still a statue though outside of Providence Park.
I know, but you were talking about Timbers.
I know, but she still deserves one outside.
Oh,
of
no, it's totally
Providence.
fine.
I can't believe that Christine Sinclair and Alex Morgan were once on the same team together.
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty wild. A lot to get to this hour. We'll talk some college basketball. Could a big tournament be in jeopardy of what's going down politically to our neighbors to the south? But, you know, we're not going to do a ton of this throughout the year, maybe when it matters. But it was opening night over the weekend as the Timbers defeat the Columbus Crew 3-2 on Saturday. My question to you, boys, did you watch or listen to any of the game?
Very little, but yes.
I was in the booth, so I would listen to it all.
I would argue Casey caught more of the game than any of us did. How was so I was at the stadium. How are our new partners, old Darren Fletcher and Aaron Heitzen? How were they on the call? Pretty good?
They were great. Yeah, them and Adam were fantastic.
They're all pros.
Yeah.
Pros. So just a reminder, you can catch all Timbers games right here on 105.1 The Fan. We'll have some select games over on 94.7, our sister station as well. Just a really fun environment. 3-2 final score. It was 2-2 at half. A little sluggish there in the middle of the second half there for about 15, 20 minutes. But it's opening night. Danny, you've been to a bunch of them at Moda Center for Blazers.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to just,
It's good to be back.
Good to be back in the building. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing Deborah at the parking lot attendant and Gary running the gate and saying hi to, sat there with Bill Oram and Tyson Alger. It's nice to just, as you do when you walk in, you're like, oh, hey, Sean, how was your off season or something like that when you see the crew there. So it's nice. Good firework display.
We always talk about it's always like coming back to school.
Yeah, first day of school.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever think about what you were going to wear?
To those, no.
No, I thought about what I was going to wear.
Well, it's your first time, right?
Trying to make sure I was looking good. but it was so cold
Did you
that
wear
I
a skinny
just
tie?
was wearing a jacket the entire time. Dude, I almost thought about wearing a tie. I
But see,
almost
here's the
thought
thing.
about it.
If you do that,
Then I got to do it
you
every
set
week.
the precedent.
I know.
set the precedent.
Maybe we'll do it on the last day of school.
No, there you go.
Yeah. But a fun time. Lassiter scores the goal in the 88th minute for the Timbers to win 3-2, and that always sends people home in a good way.
I mean,
He plays it out wide this time for Velda. Velda serves in. No one making that run, though. It's cleared away by Chaberco. Only as far as Forey, 30 yards from goal, far side of the field. Here's Forey. Will dribble down towards the end line. Serve across in. Kelsey gets ahead to it. It falls top of the box. Lassiter's shot. And a goal! Ari Lassiter, 88th minute, has the Timbers in front 3-2.
Oh, Fletch. And that's Darren Fletcher. You heard it right here on 105.1 The Fan. It's always nice, dude. So many times. I can't tell you how many Timbers games I've been to, and the final score is 3-2 because it was the Timbers who gave up that third goal on your way out. So just a nice piece. There were some new kind of additions to the team in Bonatig, Cole Bassett, Brandon Bai got the start. Wasn't quite sure, but he got the start. All three of them made their debuts for the Timbers, and all three were fantastic. I'm telling you, you know I love soccer, and you know I love this game, and a lot of us at the station do, whether we talk about it or not. Cole Bassett is the kid to watch.
I would say everybody that I've kind of talked to through the weekend was like, "Hey man, Bassett was pretty good."
That is a box-to-box, controls the ball. The offense was running through him. Quite nice.
That kid covers a lot of ground.
A lot of ground. Yeah, if you heard Phil Neville in the postgame, he was like, I wonder how much ground he covered. So that was nice. Christopher Velda had some opportunities as well. Felipe Mora kind of playing this 10 false 9 kind of thing was really cool. The offense looked really fun. So I'll tell you that if you're out there and you're thinking about going to games, the offense looks really fun this year. And, you know, despite giving up 2 goals, it's, you know, the box score is not always indicative of the game. I felt both goals were kind of some sloppy, boneheaded moves on the defense, which is nice because you can clear that up. You can clean those mistakes up.
You
it's
also-
like we talk loud turnovers
Yeah, 100%.
with Drew and Scoot. Like we can fix those.
And the Timbers played well off the counterattack. The idea of this team was on display right out of the gate. Now, it's always a lot more fun to be the team that has the larger possession.
Sure.
But when you look at this Portland team, does this look like a team that's going to possess the ball 60% of the time? No.
No.
They're going to be a counterattacking team. And, you know, God, I'm totally blanking. The massive striker they had was like 7-8 years ago.
Fernando Adi.
Adi, yeah, like they were a counterattacking team with him, and like when they would spring that and get the ball to him in the box, Adi was one of those guys that would just make some tremendous stuff happen pretty regularly. And now it's like having Bassett being more controlling because look, Charo's getting up there. But you know he's not going to press forward. You know he's.
You don't want him to have to. He
No.
will. You just don't want him to
but
have to.
he allows you a safety net back there. Though he doesn't have necessarily the same work rate or speed or athleticism that he had, 10, 12 years ago.
20 years ago.
20 years ago. But you know that you can trust him to not overextend himself, which allows Bassett to get further forward. Mora and Velda, they can play down that left side. They can drift out and kind of work their way in. Bassett can step his way into the middle there. Was it Neville that called him Lampard?
It was his coach in Colorado.
That's
and
who it
then
was, yeah.
Neville was like, you play like Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
He was like, thanks, coach. I'm trying.
Yeah, like that's. But what was Lampard? He was a guy that
True eight.
He was a guy that worked box to box. He was a guy who would take and make a big tackle, but also a guy that he's going to take your set pieces. He's going to get you into everything. The ball is going to play through him regardless of how proliferate or prominent your attacking group is, and just having that connecting piece is valuable. And if that's showing in the very first time, and it looks like he's been playing with them for 5 years, that's a pretty good place to have your first match.
Yeah, no kidding. Plus, I would love to have a Portland Timber that plays for the United States of America. That would be really, really nice as well.
Have they had one?
Eric Williamson, Darlington Nagby had a couple call-ups.
Yeah, but I mean,
actual play, not
Yeah.
really. So that would be a lot of fun to see. I'm trying to see, where'd you go? Vancouver won 1-0 if you're interested in Cascadia Cup, and Seattle defeated Colorado 2-0 yesterday. Colorado will take on the Timbers next Saturday. Kick is at 1:30, I believe, that you can catch right here. Side note out of the MLS over the weekend, LAFC beat Inter Miami pretty handedly on Saturday night. Leo Messi went after the refs, chased them, tried to get into their locker room.
That's what happens when you win a piece of the league.
Now, last season, a player did the exact same thing, got a 3-game ban. Messi, no punishment.
Well,
not
again,
even a fine.
It's nice when you own a piece of the league.
I don't like that, Danny. I don't like it.
You don't like rules for me, not for thee?
I don't. As
Is that a future Patrick thing or is that a current Patrick thing?
it's a both.
Oh, okay.
It's a both. Yeah, dude. I don't know. But you got smoked, dude. You really think the refs are hosing you that bad?
Yeah. Just getting a little curmudgeonly in his old age.
No Leo in Portland this year. Maybe next year.
Yeah, are they getting grass?
No.
Then he's not going to be here.
I actually found that myth is debunked. He will play on turf.
Okay.
She just, okay.
Well, when's he doing it?
That I don't know.
Yeah.
That I don't know.
That's the thing. play on the not turf or play on the turf and I'll believe it.
There is a new turf there at Timbers at Providence Park. It's a brand new turf this year. Looked really nice.
Oh yeah.
Played well.
Holds up great in the rain, I'm sure.
As I'm watching Everton Manchester United, I would prefer real grass.
There you go.
Yeah, Neville said at least the pitch itself was playing really fast. So.
Yeah.
Even in the rain.
I just think it's ridiculous that we grow the best sod in the world down in the Willamette
And
Valley.
we don't have
and
it.
we don't use it. Yeah, drives me nuts.
Makes no sense.
Drives me nuts. When we come back, a little situation brewing to our neighbors down south that could affect future endeavors. We'll get to that next on 105.1 The Fan. Coming up here in about 15 minutes, we're going to some college basketball. College ball. Danny, I like to say that you and I have been at the forefront of college basketball. I'm starting to hear everybody starting to chime in, and I just want to say, hey, just letting you guys know we were here first.
College basketball, pretty hard.
We're here first.
Basketball, pretty hard.
Hey, you know what? That reminds me.
Oh, yeah, you have a little thing to do.
I do, and I don't know where it is.
Oh, here it is.
I got it.
You got it too?
Fan Madness is back. Join the fan Thursday, March 19th and Friday, March 20th for the two most exciting days of basketball at Tom's Watch Bar at A Casino Resort in Ridgefield. Dirt and Sprague. This show, the firm of Harrison Meringue, the Fan Happy Hour, and Prime Time with Isaac and Suk, all broadcasting live throughout the day. Don't miss a minute of the action. Play hooky with the fan for Fan Madness, brought to you by and Window Nation, March 19th and 20th at A Casino and Resort. I, for one, am super stoked about it. I'm going to put a futures bet on Cade Cunningham to win an MVP. Although I'm kind of frustrated right now, Danny, because I'm starting to see articles creeping out that he should be the MVP this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be real pissed if that happens.
No, you're too late.
I want you to know I was here first.
You're too late. No, you said next year.
I did say next year.
But yeah, no, the 65-game threshold, it looks like it might
really bite it.
Like Wemby's right there. Jokic is right there.
I think Jokic can only miss one more game.
So
can you just do what Denny did? Because doesn't 59 seconds count as a game?
It does count as a game. Well, technically.
Yeah.
But you work your way around it. Yeah,
for a fourth MVP for Jokic?
Gets a little dicey. Gets a little dicey.
So I'm going to do that. I'm
also if Detroit ends up with the number 1 seed.
Yeah. I'm also trying to think. There was another futures bet I wanted to lay down. Not futures necessarily, but I was thinking about this the other day because I don't gamble, you know. So it's like when we go up there, I'm trying to like make it worth my money, you know.
Just think about this for a second. Okay.
I'm going to put $20 on Cade future MVP.
There you go. But just think about this for a second. When you're talking about, I know the East and the West are different. Oklahoma City Thunder, who as great as they are, they're 44-14. The Pistons are 42-13.
Mm-hmm.
They're good.
Yeah. Side note, do you think Jaylen Brown could win the MVP? LeBron was touting him last night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown could win it. Cade Cunningham could win it. Jokic could win it. Wembanyama could win it.
Yeah.
It's all about just can they get the threshold. Yeah. SGA could win it.
Oh, yeah. How many games has he had? Has he got the chance?
Yeah, he's close, though. But, I mean, like, we talk about this and how good OKC is. The Spurs are 3 games back.
Yeah, and
they missed Wemby for a chunk of time.
Yeah, and I don't think people really understand how good Detroit is either.
No. Look, man, I came into the season. I picked Detroit and San Antonio to be in the finals. I'm not saying they're to top my own horn. It's just like they're good.
They're
good. Really good.
They are really good. Dylan Harper's starting to play a little ball.
Oh, weird. Shocking.
I love that they slow rolled him out to be
number 2
a
overall
potential
pick.
Superstar.
Yeah.
Are you following the story going on in Mexico right now?
Yeah.
Things are wild. Wild. Let's see. In Guadalajara, the Mexican army killed I believe it's the Jalisco drug cartel, the leader of that. It caused a bunch of soccer games to be canceled.
Mm-hmm.
You said Joe Simons was in Puerto Vallarta.
He was in PV, yeah.
Did he have to get the hell out of there?
Yeah, he was like, there's fire starting up and things were getting dicey. We're like, Yeah, like the airport shut down now. Like if you've never been to Puerto Vallarta, like the military base is right there at the airport. And there's a kind of unspoken rule for the cartels: don't mess around on the resorts. What's funny is, guess who owns the resorts? The cartels.
Well, duh.
But now it's like all hell is broken loose, and there's there's a Costco right there in the downtown that's burning down right now. There's fires everywhere. There's gunshots everywhere.
What causes this?
Destabilization of the cartels.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, well, why don't we go in there and take care of why doesn't somebody go in there and take care of the cartels? It's like, guess what ends up happening?
All hell breaks loose.
Power vacuums.
Yeah. Now someone's fighting for that territory and all that kind of
weakness.
crazy stuff. I'm curious how this will affect, I don't mean this as a soccer segment. I mean it as a sports segment, like how this can affect the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
The World Cup's 100+ days away, something like that.
Bro, I've been saying this from the jump. Like the whole idea of like the NBA winning a team in Mexico City. I'm like, are you out of your freaking mind? That airport is 45 minutes away from the stadium, and you're going to drive them from that airport to that stadium or the hotel right there with the security issues that exist in Mexico City with a bunch of players that are worth tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars and have them play at 7,000 feet?
My buddy just texted me that one of our friends is stuck in Mexico right now.
Yeah,
And
airports
she
are
has pictures of the city burning.
Yeah, airports are shut down.
That's crazy.
There was video the other day, and I don't mean like to laugh at this, but I kind of laughed at the idea of like people were running in the airport. I'm like, to where? Where do you go?
Now, if it destabilizes and makes things crazy, why is the Mexican army trying to kill people?
What do you mean?
Well, like, if everything's going to be nuts when you take out these cartels and stuff, then why would the army want the place to be nuts?
Well, I mean, they don't want the place to be nuts, but sometimes stuff needs to be done.
Yeah.
Just what happens, man.
Dang, man, I wanted to go to a World Cup game in Mexico.
How do we think this affects the NFL game in Mexico City next
It's
year?
got to, big time, right?
Yeah,
I mean, to your
security
point,
concerns.
Yeah, to your point, Danny, about the NBA wanting a team in Mexico City. You know, I always thought the NFL, if they expanded, a team in Mexico City would be a great idea.
But why?
If you're just trying to make the game bigger.
Okay, but like think about number one. Like, okay, you're close to Dallas or Houston. Otherwise, that flight is heinous.
I was just gonna check that out right now.
Like,
Mexico
you're
City.
better off having a team in Toronto. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to have an international team, you've got Buffalo and New York right there. Like, it's doable.
Whoa. Houston to Mexico City is an 18-hour drive.
Yeah. It's a way. That's from Houston.
Yeah.
San Francisco to Mexico City is a 4.5-hour flight.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Seattle to Santa Clara.
And again, you're playing at what, 6,500 to 7,000 feet?
That's true. The elevation is there.
It's higher than Mile High.
I mean,
Azteca's at 8,000, isn't it?
Hey, to put something into perspective, though, Seattle to Santa Clara, that's a 14-hour drive. Okay. So I know Seattle is way tucked up there. But
okay,
I mean,
Estadio Azteca in Mexico City is at 7,218 feet.
Okay.
7,200 feet.
That's 2,000 feet more than Colorado.
That's above sea level. 7,200 above sea level.
Yeah. That's wild, dude.
But I just want to know, like, if Seattle to Santa Clara is a 14-hour drive, okay, and Houston to Mexico City is an 18-hour drive, how is that any different from Foxborough to Miami, which is a 23-hour drive? So I don't buy that it's too far away.
Well, I mean, it's just too far away from everything. It's too far away from there's nothing close. There's nothing close, and it's international, and the ability to protect and have the security. Like, the amount of money that would have to go into, heaven forbid, like these international games, like they play them in Brazil. Like, have you seen what they do to the area around there? They basically displace everyone.
That is true.
It's like,
it's only 3.5-hour flight from Miami to Mexico City.
Okay. But, like, is that worth it? With all the security concerns and playing at that altitude? Like, that's just a lot, man.
I guess I'm an idiot for thinking that Mexico wasn't that dangerous.
Yeah. This is why I encourage people. Like, Mexico City can be super dope, but it can also be one of the most wild places you ever go to in North America. Like, that's just flat out true. I always encourage people, man, travel outside this continent for the love of God.
Fine, I will.
It is like, and don't go to like the little touristy places. Like, if you're going to Paris, ask yourself, like, what would it be like to host a NBA game here? Because that's what's going to happen. Now go do that in a place like Somalia.
We never even talked about this either. The NFL game in Australia.
It's going to be the dumbest thing.
I
You're
don't
talking
know.
about long flights.
I hope it's a Saturday night game.
I mean, I'm not watching it. Just telling you right now, I'm not watching it.
I hope it's a Saturday night game so I can stay up late at like the bar and watch it.
I'm not.
Aussie Open style.
Well, when we come in and talk about that game, it's going to be me going, didn't watch it.
You're not going to talk about the game just in protest? Just defiantly?
The game was at 2 o'clock in the morning. No, I didn't watch it.
Well, you got highlights. You can watch highlights next morning.
Got zero interest.
What if
in
it goes into overtime and you wake up in the morning and there it is?
It's fine.
Casey, what time do you get up in the morning?
Like 6:30, 7ish.
6:30? Yeah, so like 6:30. If the game starts at 2, NFL game could still be on.
Gross. I don't want that in the morning. Even young Casey's over here shaking his head. No, like,
No thanks.
No, dog. I don't want that.
I'm a late night guy more than an early morning guy.
Like, I don't want the 10 p.m. kickoff either.
Who's
I'd
getting a
rather
10 p.m.
have that.
kickoff?
Huh?
Who's getting a 10 p.m.
No,
kickoff?
if you're playing in Australia, you did it earlier in the day. You know what I mean? Like one of those kind of things.
Oh.
Like, I don't want that either.
Well,
Yeah.
what time was the Brazil game? Like 8 p.m.?
Yeah. So as I'm saying, like just like no, I don't want that.
Yeah, I was in Seattle for that. I was in Seattle
Like,
during that game.
is this game going to be like watchable on the East Coast in any way?
If it's on at 2 a.m. our time, yeah, dude. It's 5 a.m. for them.
5 in the morning. That's gross.
Yeah, but I mean, if you get up at 6:30, you're at halftime.
Yeah.
Not even halftime.
Gross. I don't want more football and more time zones or any kind of desperation like that at all.
I don't know, man. We get hosed on the West Coast a lot. A late night NFL game sounds fun.
Yeah.
Not on a school night though.
Maybe I'm just being grumpy, but I just don't want any part of it.
I definitely don't want it on a school night though. You know, you
It's
got to
just-
move that to Saturday.
But just what it does to travel, like what it does to teams for the rest of the season, like just putting that many more miles and that much more time in a plane, like the flight to Australia is like 19 hours.
Yeah.
That's gross.
How
It's a long time in a plane.
How do you get all the gear there too?
It's probably a separate plane.
Can't drive it.
You know what I mean? I'm being serious.
I know you are.
Like it's just a lot. The logistics, like it's just. I get the whole growing the game thing. I really do. It's just not for me, man. Just not.
Yeah. I mean, as Bleak points out, waking up at 5 a.m. for an NFL game isn't any worse than waking up for West Coast game day.
And guess what? I don't watch.
I also don't watch game day.
Ta-da!
You and I might be the only people here that don't watch game
don't
day.
get me wrong. If game day is
I
on,
tune it on every
when
once
it's
in a
when
while.
it's when it's out here earlier.
College football, dude, I have soccer on. I have your English soccer on, so I watch that instead of game day.
I don't watch that either. Like I'm just not getting up early to watch a game.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
Well.
Again, call me old and curmudgeonly, but that's just where I'm at with this.
Yeah, the old 9 a.m. kick for a college football game, that's a hard no for me.
Yeah, like those are fine.
It's a hard, dude. We used to get,
that's something you slide into. It's
Dude,
not something you like appointment viewing 9 o'clock.
when
I hate that.
When I was in school, we used to get pissed off about 12:30 games. We're
Yeah.
like 12:30. We're gonna have to wake up at like 7 to start drinking.
Yeah.
But then the game ended, and then you go home, take a nap, and then you go out and party.
There you go.
So that was fun, I guess.
Find
I love you always just look at me like, eh.
Little victories.
yeah. Find your little drinking victories. I just not me.
I can't help it.
I know.
I can't help it.
Maybe you should.
When we come back, let's talk some college basketball as 1 and 2 went down the shuffle. I got a theory about last year compared to this year when it comes to the tournament. We'll do a lot of that next. There's Casey over there with sports.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, your Portland Trailblazers picked up a win last night in Phoenix, defeating the Suns 92-77. Donovan Clingan with a dominant performance. He posted 23 points on 13 rebounds to go along with 4 blocks in the contest. Blazers are off tonight, but are back in action Tuesday night, hosting the Timberwolves inside the Moda. If you missed it over the weekend, the U.S. men's Olympic hockey team defeated Canada 2-1 to give the U.S. its first gold in men's hockey since 1980. Jack Hughes scored the game-winning goal on assist from Zach Werenski to bring home the gold for the United States. Your Portland Timbers picked up a 3-2 win in their season opener against Columbus. Early goals from Felipe Mora and Anthony, but it was the goal from Ari Lassiter in the 88th minute which sealed the win for the Timbers. Portland will take on the Colorado Rapids Saturday at 1:30. Lastly, some NFL news for you, as the Atlanta Falcons have placed the franchise tag on tight end and former first-round draft pick Kyle Pitts. Pitts finished second among tight ends in receptions and receiving yards, and Pitts and the Falcons will have until July 15th to agree to a long-term contract, or else he will have to play the 2026 season under the franchise tender. For more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Sports Saturday with Joe Fisher and Rashad Taylor. Saturday mornings at 9 on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM.
Closing arguments coming up here in a bit. Send you on your way. Oh, but let's slide into the world of college basketball. Nice little slate over the weekend. We saw number 1 and number 2 go down. What was that, Saturday? Arizona came back. Didn't come back, but came back from that tough loss against Kansas, right? Is that what it was? And they took down Houston 73-66. Also, Duke beats Michigan 68-63. And we'll start right there, Danny. I was pleasantly surprised in how well Duke handled Michigan. You and I have kind of talked a lot that we like the pieces of Duke, but have been very, very impressed with Michigan as a whole. Excuse me. I thought Shire coached his ass off in that game. And the point you made this morning when you came in, Cam Boozer, extremely efficient.
I mean, that game was an incredibly good game, Duke-Michigan. 68-63 final. It was basically played within one possession down to the final, 5 minutes. Yaxel Lenneberg was huge for Michigan. Unfortunately, Elliot Cadeau could not hit anything last night, or Saturday night. Boozer was limited in his attempts, but he was incredibly efficient. And just so on time.
He's got a presence that is really hard to coach. It's really hard to play against, especially on this college level.
I mean, you look at his box score, and it's it's pretty good. He almost had a triple-double, 18,
Sure.
10, and 7.
That's great.
But he did it on 6 of 10 from the field. He had 1 turnover. This is a big. This isn't Jokic. He was just the thing that I've continuously said about about Cam Boozer is that he's a hybrid of Kevin Love and Tim Duncan, in that he's not this guy that relies on this preternatural, insane athleticism. He's not Zion, or he's not Paolo, or he's not Giannis, but he is a supercomputer. Mm-hmm. He is a high level feel IQ processor of the game. The reason it's very much like Cooper Flagg, different because Flagg's much more athletic. But you don't see Boozer make mistakes because he's always in the right spot.
Yep, exactly.
You don't see him get beat because he's not out of position to get beat in the first place. And there's something about that it's that's just produces I Blazers fans all the time why does Chris Murray play so much? And he's not this good. I'm yeah, he is. They call him Mr. Perfect because they don't need to remind him to do the same things over and over again. He doesn't make mistakes. If he gets beat, it's because he gets beat. It's not because he's not in the right spot. It's not because he is gambling. It's guys like that, they stick around in the NBA and they're successful in college. And I know Chris and Cam are very different players and prospects, but I'm just saying where their minds are. It's about trust. If you're in the right spot, you're going to make more consistent plays because you don't put yourself in a position to get burned on either side of the floor.
They asked Yaxel what it was like to cover Cam Boozer, and he just rolled his eyes and didn't answer the question. I don't know if that's shade. I don't know if that's I don't know why you guys think this guy's so great, or it sucks.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the answer.
It's probably a little bit of all of them.
Probably a little bit of both. Some other notes over the weekend. AJ DeBonce had another 29, 10 and 9 game for BYU. They took down Iowa State, which is a little surprising to me. With Saunders out, I've kind of written off BYU, especially against Iowa State, who might have the best defense in the nation. But it wasn't the only domino to fall that day. Kansas got beat, the largest loss at Allen Fieldhouse under Bill Self's tenure. They lost to Cincinnati. Dude, I feel so bad, man. I got a buddy of mine, teaches in Vancouver.
Oof.
Diehard Rock Chalk.
I mean, is there any other?
Went to the game. Teaches in Vancouver, went to the game. I saw on his Instagram story that morning, he was like, I'm in Lawrence, always getting chills when I'm at the field house. Then I saw the score later and went, oh no, Dano, I'm so sorry.
Hey, Peterson played 34 minutes, though.
And they lost. Usually when he plays that much, they win.
He plays 20 minutes, they win.
Yeah. Texas Tech put a hundo on K-State. If you want to know the state of that program, because Texas Tech, without Toppin, are in a world of hurt, and they put a hundo on K-State.
That was a score that I saw come across the ticker.
I thought it was a misprint.
And I did the same thing. I was like, wait, what? I know Kansas State's struggling, but I was just like, You put up a hundo against. I mean, Kansas State's a competent program. Like you see 100 against somebody, you're like, what happened here? And it was like, oh, they didn't miss. They shot 55, 46, 83, and they got volume threes up. And I went, oh,
Yeah, it happens.
that'll happen. That'll happen.
Tonight, some fun games to watch. Louisville take on North Carolina. The big one is Houston at Kansas. That'll be a fun game to watch.
That's
I'll be
a
watching
spicy
those.
meatball.
Very, very spicy
'Cause
meatball.
if you go out there as Kansas and you mess around with a Kelvin Sampson Houston team, you don't bring your A game,
No, you'll find out.
you'll get embarrassed real quick.
Again, they're always going to be a tough defensive matchup.
Always.
Against
Always.
anyone.
Always the
No,
original Bagman.
It's a fun little four banger tonight as far as the ranked games. You get Louisville, North Carolina, and Houston, Kansas. I'm like, oh, cool. So I get NBA draft prospects all over. Cool. Sign me up.
Cool. Sign me up. I'm in. Something that I was thinking about this morning on my way in, Danny, about like college basketball and last year. You know, everybody. Okay, I guess it's kind of like a reaction to things. So the big conversation today that I've heard in some national media stuff is, you know, the NHL doesn't have 3-on-3 in overtime. Why does the Olympics? We got to fix this. Something's broken. Something always
I
needs
would
to get
argue
fixed.
that the NHL should go to 3-on-3 in overtime.
I would also argue to that as well. But it's always, you know me, I'm always like just leave stuff alone, okay? Like we haven't messed with golf. Golf is fine. Just leave it alone. But last year, when all 4 number 1 seeds make it, and everybody's like, oh, no, here we go. This is bad for the game, blah, 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 to where our argument was, we've said this multiple times, the Elite 8 and Final 4 games were bangers.
all of them.
Bangers.
Yeah, you're sitting there watching the best teams in the country all play each other.
Yeah.
The thing happened.
Hey, man, I love George Mason run. I love a Davidson run.
Love VCU.
I love it.
Super fun.
I'm all
Florida
about
Gulf
it.
Coast.
All about it.
Yep.
I'm also all about Duke, Michigan.
Yeah.
And Houston, Kansas. Like, those are the games I want to see. I think this year, when you're looking at, you know, the new rankings came out this morning, or it was yesterday, I don't remember. Duke takes the number one spot. Arizona, Michigan, Iowa State, Houston, UConn, Florida, Purdue, GU, Gonzaga, and Illinois round out the top 10. Kansas drops to 14. Around there, you've got Michigan State at 13, Nebraska at 12, et cetera, et cetera. We talked last week, I think, and we were talking about how there's probably 7 or 8 teams that can win this whole thing.
Yeah.
Now, the rankings have shuffled, so it's a little out there. I don't foresee all 4 number 1 seeds.
Well, I mean, right now, we don't really know who the number 1 seeds are going to be.
Because they came out with the number 1 seeds the other day of Houston, UConn, Michigan. All those teams lost.
They all lost.
They all lost. And so
I still think Michigan's the best team in the country.
I still think so too. But I think we might be living in 2-3 seed world this year.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this is what we're talking about, though. The dispersal of talent in the NIL era. It's like,
I never thought NIL would be this good to basketball.
I mean,
I thought basketball was going to take the back seat because of it.
I think it's just because there's so many programs. There's so much more competition that it allows for the opportunity. And there's only so many spots. Smaller rosters. You can't
What's
just
college,
keep guys.
15?
Yeah,
It's 15.
You just can't keep guys. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you know, the team that I think everybody thought and I thought was going to be one of those 1 seeds is Florida. No, don't get me wrong. Florida's been good. Florida's 21-6, and they play a vicious schedule. But like, they haven't been the team that everybody thought they would be. You know, they brought a lot of guys back, and here they are again. They're a top 10 team. But if you told me that Florida's in the Final Four, am I batting an eye? No.
No, I could go all the way down to like, I mean, even the Johnnies aren't terrible this year.
No, if St. John's ended up in the Final Four, Elite 8, no, that's not shocking.
Alabama's had a nice run so far.
And Nate Oates just got named to the Team USA U18 team.
Oh, really? Oh, good for Oates. I love Nate Oates. Arkansas's got that freshman baller. I mean, I still like Kansas a lot.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you've got Darren Peterson, Flory Badunga, like you've got stuff to work with.
And I don't know the Huff situation for Gonzaga, but this is one of the deeper teams, and they tend to go further when they're deeper and not superstar based. I think the one team that I'm probably the most worried about, as we're creeping up closer and closer to madness, is Purdue.
Why?
I'm worried that Purdue is too reliant on one player.
Oh, and Braden Smith.
Yeah. And I love Braden. I think he's awesome. And I love senior point guards. Like, we rarely see them in college basketball these days.
He's one of the most effective and efficient scorers in the country.
Right.
Like, now, he's not averaging like 30 a game. He's averaging 15 a game, but he's shooting 48, 40, 81. Like,
and I love to watch him play, but I worry the rest of that team is not built for it.
No, that's totally fair, but that's a Matt Painter team. I think Painter's one of the best tactical coaches in college basketball.
Well, the fact that they're a top 10 team with a chance to win a natty this year, and Braden Smith, you just call him one of the most efficient scorers. He averages 15 a game and leads the team.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the rest of your points coming from? Like that concerns me, but I do trust Matt Painter. I always have.
Great coach.
I like him. Great coach.
No, I'm excited. College basketball is here. We're a week away from tournament action?
I think so, yeah. I think Swag sent that email out.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's good to look at the rest of this week real quick. I'm going to need to watch Virginia. I haven't seen much Virginia this year, but they are pretty good. At least they are ranked.
Portland and Gonzaga play again.
Oh,
UP
redemption.
and GU? Is that up in Spokane, I assume, this time, right?
And look, BYU still down there lingering.
Yep, that's at McCarthy Athletic.
Matt Court, okay. Wednesday, you get the Johnnies at UConn.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Juicy. I'm trying to think who I haven't seen yet this year that I need to see.
I actually have watched very little SEC in general. Last year, I couldn't stop watching it.
Purdue, Michigan State on Thursday might be a good matchup.
Boom. There you go. Purdue, Michigan State. This Izzo team's a strange
And then on
one.
Friday, you get Illinois, Michigan.
I still haven't watched
Friday, Illinois, Michigan, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
I need more Illinois in my life.
I haven't seen any undefeated Miami of Ohio yet.
I have not either.
I have not seen them.
I have not caught the fever of Miami of Ohio.
I've watched a lot of Duke, Arizona, Michigan.
Poor Miami of Ohio, dude. They got a 5 seed written all over them, and their 12 seed is going to be like, I don't know, NC State.
Yeah, it's just something like, why?
Yeah, NC State's going to beat them by 20.
Like, come on, guys. Give them a shot. They're undefeated.
Closing Arguments is next to send you on your way. 105.1 The Fan.
It's time for Easy Play, brought to you by Home Z, making home improvement easy.
And it's Werenski. Now Jack Hughes puts it around the car. United States with numbers. Rocket calls it. Jack Hughes wins it. The golden goal for the United States. For the first time since the 1980 miracle, the United States takes the gold.
That's Kenny Albert on the call for NBC Sports. Boy, I couldn't tell that he was excited. That's an excited man as Jack Hughes scores the game winner in overtime. 3-on-3 overtime, Olympic style, for the United States to bring home gold for the first time since Lake Placid 1980, when I believe they defeated Finland in the final after beating the Soviet Union. This Easy Play brought to you by HomeZ. Use HomeZ's online calculator to estimate your project instantly. Make it easy. Call HomeZ. That's HOMZE. HomeZ.com.
We just finished
All right, that's going to do it for us. Closing Arguments brought to you by Less Skin Law. Visit LessSkinLaw.com for more information. I'm being reminded on the text line that first round, couple games at the Moda Center.
Indeed.
How do we?
We can get media passes.
Can we?
Yeah.
We
need to submit for those like now though.
We should do that. I just want Saturday, Sunday though.
Yeah.
I don't want Thursday, Friday. I got gambling and drinking in my future.
Yeah.
Put it in the calendar.
We can get those, but you unfortunately you won't be able to do any of the Hoop Summit practices because you have to stay here while I go to those.
I don't need to go to Hoop Summit. Yeah. I'm not interested in that.
Yeah, you know that's coming up, right? Yeah, April.
Is that it? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm out like 3 days that week.
Damn.
Yeah, it's practices all day.
Savage.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy. It's a yearly rite of passage. That's, to be honest, it's where I do like 70% of like my work on guys going into a cycle. I get to spend all week with them.
Well, yeah,
I get to spend real time with those guys and get to kind of understand who they are, what they are, and it's the single best and biggest scouting event that you can get.
Well, Dirt mentioned this to me this morning. You know, we get to brag.
Mm-hmm.
We are the team following show here.
Yeah, no, you took the mantle from Dusty.
Yeah, we actually both do the heavy lifting,
the coverage
for the great city of Portland, Oregon.
We do cover the two professional teams that are here on the inside.
That's right.
So there you go.
That's right.
How does it feel to be proper media?
Strange.
It felt weird, didn't it?
Very.
When
weird,
you walked
dude.
into that press room, like what? Were you like, I don't like this.
I don't want to be here.
Did you want to matriculate on down to the regular stands?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's tough. It's just like I think the hardest thing is not wearing a scarf. Like the scarf is kind of the rite of passage. Like that's you have to get into a game. You have to have a scarf and a ticket.
Well, throw on your Liverpool one.
No, because then you're like wearing a Dodger hat at like a Mariners Rockies game.
And
that doesn't make any sense.
Well, you don't make any sense.
Fair, but I'm trying to make sense. Like I'm trying to.
I'm saying
it together.
You could be adjacent.
Adjacent.
So, did you like on the goal score? Were you like?
Yeah, very much.
Did you do anything audible that anybody else picked up?
Felipe Mora, when he scored that ball, came off his foot, and before it goes, I just yelled, "Got it!" And he scored, and Orem and Alger are like, "Dude, shut up."
Yeah. That's the nice thing about.
It's like I will go sit over there if I have to sit by myself.
That's the nice thing about Moto. It's like number one, it's louder.
Yeah.
Because there's people like right there around you, like you're just sitting there in a row. But when something crazy happens, it's funny. You know, I've got fans who sit right in front of me because I'm in the front row. It's been a little while, but it's pretty common to have a fan turn around and just high five you. Like, that was awesome.
You're like, damn right it was.
Look, and here's the thing. I'm one of those guys where if the opponent does something dope, like if Donovan Clingan gets postered, I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? Like,
I will always. I will always do that.
I'm not one of those guys like, it's a foul. You know, like I don't do that. Like, you know, Tiago or Chauncey challenges the call. I'm like, probably shouldn't challenge that. You know,
I can't homer that hard.
No.
I can't.
No.
I can't. Like, watching a game and it's like one of your players gets a red card or
I hate
pass
it when,
interference or something like that. I'm just like.
When I hear Blazers fans boo a call, and I'm like, he grabbed his whole arm, guys. Like
he's in a headlock.
Like, let that one go. Like that. That's how I am. I'm like, no.
Put a cleat in the back of that guy's calf.
Like, chill.
I know. I can't homer that hard.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, the pass interference is hilarious to me too. Someone's like, "What are you talking about, ref? That's not PI."
Yeah.
And then I'm like, just wait for this. And there, and they go, that's PI.
The Oregon USC game. I had all the Duck fans sitting around. I'm like, that's a flag. Flag comes out. And they're like, that's not a flag. I'll go, I do what I did to you.
Yeah.
I got $100 right now, and that goes in the replay. You're going to go, ooh. And the same thing happened. Like, oh, yeah, it was pass interference. It was
I promise you.
Yeah. It's fun, though.
It is fun. Everybody over there's.
It's a different experience, but it's fun.
I've started to make friends with the workers of the building.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, shout out to Deborah, who runs the parking lot, Gary, who mans the gate. Gary at the gate.
Yeah.
That's his new nickname.
Gate Gary?
Yeah, I've just decided to.
Gate man Gary?
Yep, I've just decided to make friends with all them because they're going to make my life a lot easier, you know?
Yeah, you kidding me, man? I've got people that have been there, working there twice as long as I've been doing this. There are people at Moda have been there for 30 years. It's crazy.
A couple things to get to clean up shop for the rest of the day. This headline says the Cowboys are aware of potential fallout of Pickens' tag. But are you?
Are you?
Are
I
you
wonder
aware?
Who saw that coming?
Are you aware how this thing works, Jera? Because last time I checked, you guys have just decided not to really care about anything.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, do you remember Ezekiel Elliott?
Smiles and glory holes.
Do you realize that D. Law is on the defensive line of the current Super Bowl champions and left because he said, quote, we're never going to win in Dallas?
And your former defensive player of the year was
Yeah.
released twice this year?
Yeah. You traded Micah Parsons for like me and Danny. Like, what'd you do that for?
Yeah. And if he hadn't torn his knee, he might have won Defensive Player of the Year.
Definitely. Gino Auriemma. Gino Auriemma.
Myles Garrett set a sack record.
I know. I'm just saying, like, it would look if Micah
it
plays
would've been
out
Micah
the
too.
season, you would have been. It would have been tight. It would have been Drake and Stafford tight.
Gino Auriemma, his 655th AP top 25 appearance.
Top appearance.
Top 25 appearance for the 655th week.
I mean,
That is most in women's history.
pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
They are, I don't watch women's basketball, so excuse my ignorance. They are number one in the country.
Yeah,
Undefeated.
when you said that, I thought you said it was their 655th top appearance, and I was like,
Oh, at like number one?
yeah, I was like,
Well, that'd still be a
I'm
record.
sorry, what?
That'd be pretty wild.
I was like, I mean, I understand that they are a wagon, but 655 weeks is number one. I did not realize it was going for that long.
I guess Bediako, this thing is still going on.
He's asking the Alabama
now he
judge
can't
to play.
play?
Yeah, I just
Wait, I thought they let him play.
they didn't. They had a 10-day gap because of I think some loophole, something or other. But then they had to come back to just let him play. He didn't play in the NBA. Just let him play. If you play in the NBA, you're done. But if you play in the NBA, or if you don't play in the NBA,
G League doesn't count.
just go. Why should it?
Speaking of tags, the Atlanta Falcons will place the franchise tag on Kyle Pitts.
Oh, I wanted to see him go somewhere else,
Yeah,
just for the giggles.
dude, I think that job's gonna be really interesting.
Falcons?
Yeah,
Yeah, they get stuff to work
Stefanski.
with. Yeah,
They just need a quarterback. I don't know if Penix is the guy, but
someone not dead back there.
someone not dead back there. Yeah, you got Matty Ice running the ship now.
Hey, we'll see what happens.
Can't be a bad thing, right? Could be worse. Could be a lot worse. Plus, that division's still all wide
Yeah,
open.
it could be the Browns.
I mean,
That's how every GM saves their job ever. We're not the Browns.
at least we're not the Browns. Closing arguments brought to you by Leskin Law. Visit LeskinLaw.com for more information. Leskin Law's one-day divorce mediation, peace treaties, not war plans. That's going to do it for us. We'll send you to Duck Insider next. I hope you all have a wonderful day. We will catch you tomorrow on Tuesday. For Danny Morang, that's Casey Smith. I'm Patrick Harris. Go do something I would do.
Bye.